This gets uglier and uglier for this man every time, bro. Guys, go ahead and tap the screen. We got a good video for today, guys. We're going to be talking about where in the world did Muhammad get his sources? Where did he get his information? You know what I'm saying? Was it all divine inspiration? We're going to be talking about that. Tap the screen, guys, for me. Get the likes up. How you doing, Grace? Guys, today we're going to be trying to get the likes up before we get start letting people up. So tap the screen for me, guys. All right, hold on. I'm going to be doing my YouTube thing real quick, getting that set up. If you guys could go ahead and tap the screen for me, appreciate it. All right. Plagiarism or divine inspiration. All right, cool. All right, guys, how we looking? Guys, we got a good video today, so go ahead and tap that screen for me. We got a good video today. This is going to be very telling of what Muhammad used to do and how he used to do it. So go ahead and tap that screen for me, guys, if you don't mind. There's 10 of you guys here now. What's a good like goal that we want to reach right now? You guys tell me before we start letting people up. 1K? All right, 1K is good. Let's do 1K then. 500. Stop being lazy, ZN. You could do 500 on your own, bro. I know you could do 500 taps, just you by yourself. All right, where we at now? We're at 400. 1K is really 1K really good? I feel like 1K is not really good. Let me go ahead and start the YouTube. Everything else looks good. We got the hearts on the screen. Grace says she's impatient. We need 100K. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. We need 100K taps on the screen, guys. So today's video is going to be pretty good. I'm going to try to keep it concise as possible. Guys, if you come up, right, especially if you're on my side, I'm going to need you guys to just laser focus, okay? I know you guys like to come up and like, hey, did you ever hear about this silly ass hadith? I don't want to do that today right now, okay? Because I always get sidetracked and then I start just listening to you guys tell me silly things. And it's okay, but sometimes your things are not always, you know, researched. And then we end up, you know, running into walls and we kind of, oh, no, it doesn't actually mean that. I don't like doing that. Okay, so try to focus in. If you do bring something up, make sure that you know what you're talking about 9 times out of 10. Obviously, we all make mistakes sometimes, even myself, but it's just happening way too often right now, and I'm trying to keep that from not happening. Zayn and JFK said, "Didn't I bake you, bro?" I swear, bro, you're like a Christian Muslim. Don't unmute and speak for the sake of speaking. That's also true. Please do not unmute. Just like I get it, guys. We all just want to come up and just have a good old time. Unfortunately, that's not what we're here for. You know, guys, like I'm telling you, this is serious. You know what I mean? We take this pretty serious for obvious reasons. I'm pretty sure you guys have all heard the horror stories. So we're trying to be serious. We're trying to educate people. I mean, and if you're being honest, we're literally, you know, we're trying to get people to change their religion here, guys. It's not a joke, okay? And your planet, forget about your country at this point. Your planet's about to get taken over, okay, by Muslims. Is that a joke? I don't think that's funny. You know what I mean? It is not that serious. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Do you think people in UK are not taking it serious when they're getting 250,000 of their little girls getting raped, getting bottles broken inside of their uterus? You think that's not serious? These people are outbreeding you 8 to 1, dude. How is this not serious? They're taking over New York right now. Sneako's in New York right now laughing at all of you guys. Saying, yeah, this is going to be New Yorkistan in the next 5 years. How are you going to say that they're outbreeding you 8 to 1 and this is not serious? How is that not serious? In the UK, it feels like we're done. Yeah. It's either you're done or there's going to be a civil battle. Right? I mean, we can say it, right? A civil war. It's going to be a civil war. At the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. This is pre-crusade period all over again. What happened the first time? They migrated, right? 7th century Arabians, they conquest country to country. Everybody thought it wasn't a big deal until all of a sudden it was a big deal. And then you guys spent like 300, 600 years. I forgot how many years, but it was centuries. Hundreds of years under Islamic rule. Okay? This is what's happening again. I'm sorry to tell you. If you haven't realized it, you're cooked. Go look at what's happening in UK. Like go on your Instagram right now and start following people in UK right now. Christian influencers, people who are polemicists, people who are protesting this. You can follow, what's that one guy? Forgot what his name. The short dude from UK that he's protesting. He organizes all the major protests in UK. Just follow these people. You got to start seeing what's going on. Follow the news. People are getting decapitated on a regular basis. Little kid, Tommy Robinson. That's what I'm talking about. Follow people like Tommy Robinson and people like him, right? Go on his page. Follow him. Follow his friends. And start waking up to the reality of what's going on. This is actually happening. It's not a joke anymore, guys. This is happening all over Europe right now. They're doing mass protests. In some places, I forgot which one it was. Maybe Ireland. I don't remember. But they're starting to like protest back. They're going to the places where they bring in the immigrants and trying to get them out. This is actually occurring, guys. It's not a joke. So please, I really want you guys to start taking this seriously. Everything doesn't have to be a joke all the time. Like, I'm not going to lie. It gets on my damn nerves when you guys are always joking. I'm being so serious. Like, if you guys could tell when I'm doing my lives, I'm doing my lives. I'm trying to run through a topic, and then everybody comes up. I get 10 Christians come up wanting to make jokes. I don't want to make jokes, bro, if we can avoid it. So yeah, so today, guys, we're going to be talking about where did Muhammad get his teachings, okay? A lot of you guys think that Muhammad was getting divine revelations. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't getting divine revelations. He was literally just making stuff up, and we're going to see that today. So if you guys don't mind, keep tapping on the screen. We're going to show you some sources. Obviously, we could show you 10 million different examples of this, but we're going to focus on one specific example today, and we're going to drag the hell out of it. Okay, that's the other thing is that you guys always... We make a crazy point, something that should be earth-shattering to your belief. And also to the Christians, this is something earth-shattering that you could use against them. But you guys are like, we'll show you something crazy like that. And then you guys will be like, okay, now you want to see this funny hadith? No. No, we don't. Here, I'm going to pull up some sources here. We're going to pull up some sources. Sahih Bukhari 3397. Why do you guys always say I'm drinking air, bro? There's coffee in here. What are you talking about? It's at the bottom now, but there's... Oh, see, it dropped. See, you made me drop coffee. I take sips of my coffee, bro. What are you talking about? I'm drinking air. Why would I do that? I maybe take a sip of air one time per show because before I realize it's empty, I do take one sip of air maybe, but that's at the end, bro. What the hell? Just put coffee on my soundboard now. Now my soundboard is ruined. Anyway, hold on a second. Anyway, it has enough coffee, bro. I'm telling you, it doesn't. But I take the smallest sips, dude. I take like look. That's a sip that I take, and I only take it because it gives me a little bit of hit of caffeine, and it just keeps me going for the next 2-3 minutes. Okay, because this is boring as hell sometimes. Okay. So we got 28 people in here. Let's keep the likes going, guys. We're almost at 5,000. Keep it going. I promise you, we're not gonna let you down today. Okay, we're gonna pull up some sources. I'm trying to pull them up right now. Sahib Bukhari 3397. Let me close some windows, bro, because I always have too many windows open. Thank you for the gifts, guys. Yeah, and send some gifts, bro. Gifts cost a penny, dude. You know what I'm saying? But it's not even about the money. It's the fact that we need to show TikTok that we got supporters. That's basically it. Send a couple pennies. It'll make a little firework go off. It'll be cool. People like to see it. You know what I'm saying? Makes me look cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying $20 a month, guys, for this. Okay, just so you know, if anybody's wondering, these little fireworks cost me $20 a month. Just for that. Okay? So send some pennies, guys. Honestly, I really don't care, but I'm just saying. I know most of you guys probably would do it anyway if you just remembered. So that's why I'm reminding you. All right, let me pull up some sources here. Let me get my sources lined up so we can have a concise discussion once the Muslims start coming up. We're looking for Sahib Bukhari 3397. All right, we're going to pull up that one first. Let me get that up on our screen. Cool. Make sure it's the right one. Ashur, yep, that's the right one. Let's pull up the next one. Then we got Moses Day, so he observed it on that day. Oh, that's the same one. Okay, keep moving. He wants to fast, and he fasts. Do not want to fast, not fast. What? The tribe of... Okay, yes, is a good one. Sahib Bukhari, 1893. $18.93. And if you're a Muslim and you know it, clap your hands. Definitely get in the guest box and let me know that you're in there so I could let you up. Wallahi, Balahi, Talahi. We're not taking over London. Wallahi, they're taking over, guys. I'm sorry, bro. Your governments, and it's not even just yours, because ours is doing the same thing basically. But your governments are letting them in by the thousands, and then they're multiplying 8 to 1. So tell me what's going to happen in the next 20 years, bro. You guys are cooked. You're cooked. Literally cooked. Unless you do some sort of mass demigration right now, it's over. Okay, they've already implanted themselves. All right, hold on. So I say 1893 is good. Okay, this is the Quraysh. Where's the next one? Damn, I didn't get the other one. I'm missing one. Hold on a second. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Miskat al-Masabi 2041. All right, let's write that one in. Mishkat. Keep tapping the screen, guys. Keep tapping the screen. We're gonna start running the argument in a second. Masabi 2041. Okay. All right, here we go. Transmitted it. He was told it was a day, hour by Jews, and if I'm spared, okay, boom. All right, there we go. All right, let's see what we got. We got 22 people here. We're at 6,000 likes. We don't got no Muslims yet. All right, guys, so let's just start talking trash, okay? Sister Grace wants to come up. We'll let Sister Grace up because she's always supporters. She's always supporting.
God bless, brother. How are you?
God bless, sister. How you doing?
I'm doing well, brother. Praise God.
Amen to that. So basically, yeah, so I was just watching because we just had Rob up on the panel on the last episode a couple hours ago, and he told me to watch one of his episodes about Muhammad failing the tests. And it sounded interesting, so I started watching it. I didn't get into like too far into it. Almost immediately, he starts talking about different tests that the Jews were putting Muhammad through. And so I heard the first one, and I was like, wow, this is amazing, okay? And it's funny because this is one of the hadiths that I tried to bring up in my video that I made of my review when I was talking to Yaqub the other day. Yaqub was like, can you show me any evidence that we plagiarized anything from the Jews and took it and made it as our own? I didn't know the hadith in the moment, but I just said, yeah, you did do that in some cases. But then later, afterwards, I found this hadith, the one that actually Rob ends up using here. And let me show it to you guys. He said that when God's, let me make sure this is the right one because I don't want to give away the good ones at the beginning. Allah descends. Nope, not that one. Hold on a second. Right here. So here we go. Let me bring this up. And I want you guys to think about this, okay? This is my understanding is that this is 10 years into the prophethood of Muhammad. Okay, and look what kinds of things he's doing. This is crazy. Just with this first one, you can see crazy. He's already crazy. And this is Sahih al-Bukhari, so their most authentic source outside of the Quran. When the Prophet came to Medina, I'm guessing this is where they date it, he found the Jews fasting on the day of Ashura, i.e. the 10th of the Muharram. I don't know. Muharram maybe means 10 years of what? Anybody know what that means? Because I heard this is 10 years into his prophethood. And I'm trying to figure that out. Oh, no, I think 10 of Muharram means this is the month and the day when they're fasting. So this is also important to know. He said he found the Jews fasting on this day, the 10th of Muharram. Anyway, the Jews never did this. There's no record outside of Islamic record saying that Jews do this. But anyway, he came to Medina and he found them fasting on the 10th day of Uhura, which they called Ashura. They used to say this is a great day on which Allah saved Moses and drowned the folk of the Pharaoh. My understanding is that what Jews really do to honor this great day is actually called Yom Kippur, which on a different month than this supposed Ashura thing here. Anyway, keep it moving. This is a great day when Moses drowned in folk and arrow, whatever. Moses observed the fast on this day as a sign of gratitude to Allah. And then what did the Prophet Muhammad say? What did he say here? The Prophet said, I am closer to Moses than they. So he observed the fast on that day and ordered Muslims. Where's Muhammad getting this command from? Is he getting it from himself, or did the angel Jibreel tell him to do this? That's the only thing I want you guys to focus on right now. Is Muhammad getting this from himself, or is the angel Jibreel telling him to do this? And what is the stated reason that he's saying to do this? He's saying, oh, the Jews are doing this because of Moses? Well, I'm closer to Moses, so now we're going to do it. So this goes to show you. Remember when Yaqub said his famous words? He said, show me where we took something and made it our own. Here, let me play it for you. Let me see. Hopefully it's in the beginning.
I told you, bro. I feel like the whole thing's plagiarized. I'm not gonna lie.
How?
Everything is from the Midrash and the Talmud and stuff that was already floating around before Muhammad.
We say whatever you can find that's true of Islam that you can find in other traditions. That would
okay, fine.
But that were transmitted over and preserved just one thing at a time. How to be plagiarized?
Yeah, pretty much. There's over 40 narratives that come from the Talmud, the Midrash, and the Gnostic text. That's for one.
How does that mean plagiarized? Plagiarized means we directly looked onto these substances and material, and then we grabbed it and copied it, and claimed it as ours.
Where did we grab something, copy it, and make it as ours? Right here. Right here is where you did that.
Good day, bro.
What's up, man? Muhammad saw the Jews doing something, and he said, well, we're going to do it because we're closer to Moses than they are. Is that not plagiarism? Yeah, and he didn't get this from Jibreel. He just made this up.
Christian, Muslim, or what? Because I'm kind of confused.
What are you? I'll show you if you show me, bro.
I am cutting. I think I'll just stop. I have bad network.
No diddy. What'd he say? Is he crying? What did he just say? ZNJFK. What did he just say? What did you say, Arkies? He just dropped for that? Jesus. Talk about sensitive. Okay, so we got a perfect example here of what Umar or what Yaqub said is definitely not happening, right? Where do we grab something and take it and make it our own and copy it and make it ours? Oh, Arkies, yeah, it's okay. Come back up, brother. You sounded fine. Just come back up. Right here is where he did that. When the prophet came to Medina, now you got to think this is 10 years into his prophethood, is my understanding. Right? We could look this up later. When he came to Medina, he found the Jews fasting on the day of Ashura, on the 10th day of Muharram, and they used to say this is a great day, right? And Moses observed the fast on this day as a sign of gratitude to Allah. Then the prophet said, I am closer to Moses than they. So he observed the fast on that day, and he ordered the Muslims to fast on it. Can you search a hadith for plagiarism? Not right now, brother. I want to stick to the subject. This is what I'm talking about. I literally just addressed this earlier, ZNFJK, and you're telling me to do it again. So, guys, I want to know, is Muhammad getting wahi here or what's happening? Maybe Allah is commanding him to do exactly what he's supposed to do here. Is that what's happening? Or is this according to Muhammad's own whims and desires? I'm trying to know. Because this became something that he told the Muslims to do. So how does that work? ZNFJK says, no, it's a good hadith, bro. It helps your topic. All right, let's see. I have talked to ZNFJK before, and he's not the dumbest person. So we'll trust him. Let's see. What's the hadith, brother? Let's pull it up. Sahih Bukhari 5517. Let's see here. See what we got. Hunting and slaughtering. I saw oh my God, bro. I swear to God. Yo, I swear to God. And there you go, ZNFJK. You just lost all credibility. Don't ever ask me to pull anything up ever again, dude. Look what Look at what this clown just had me pull up, bro. I can't stand you guys, bro. This is why I can't stand none of you guys, bro. I swear, bro. I'm over here putting it all on the line. You know, Muslims coming at me. You know what I'm saying? And this is what you guys do to me right here. I saw the... Yo, they really did have the eye on Muhammad at all times. Imagine making a hadith about this, dog. And you know what's funny? It looks kind of simple in English, right? But when you look at the Arabic, they wrote this whole thing out about this. They wrote this whole thing right here. Let's translate this. Let's translate this Arabic. Hold on, let me click on it. Just hold on. Jesus, I'm doing it again. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Now it's letting me highlight this. This is what I want you guys to see. This is funny, but I wonder what brand it was, right, guys? What brand of chicken was it? Was it Tyson or what was it? So this is what they wrote just to get that hadith, okay? Let's read it. It was Popeyes. Oh, I have it on expert mode, so it's going to take forever. My bad. Let me change it to just fast. Anyway, they did it already. Nah, this is just giving me the source. Fuck. Jesus, I hate this. See what I'm talking about? The derailing? The derailing has started already. Translate. All right, here we go. So it says here, Yahya narrated to us, Waqi narrated to us from Sufyan, from Ayub, from Abu, from Kilaba, from Zaydam, from Jarmi, from Abu Musa, meaning Ashari. May Allah be pleased with him, who said, I saw the Prophet, peace be upon him, eating chicken. This is how far they go. Bro, imagine saying that, dude. Imagine really saying that. Being like, yo, I heard Sufyan, who told Ayub, who told Al-Kilaba, who told Zadam, who told Jarmi, who told Abu Musa, meaning Ashafri, that Muhammad ate chicken. I feel like Abu Lahab right now. Abu Lahab was like, bro, this is what you brought us out for, dude. But anyway, look, no Muslims are coming. So should we just keep going with the topic, guys, or should we wait? Or should we make you guys tap 5,000 more likes on the screen? What do you guys think? Should we tap 5,000 more likes on the screen, or should we keep going? Can I give you another hadith? No, ZFJ, no, not right now. Not right now. Let me just catch everybody up where we're at, okay? Today's topic is, where did Muhammad get his quote-unquote revelations, okay? Muhammad was going around telling people what to do, and, you know, we're under the impression that all of it was from revelation. It was all wahi. But was it, though? But was it all wahi? Look, we can see here it was not. Just with this one hadith, it's already diabolical. This is why I'm telling you guys about milking it. Okay? You don't just read. This is not the type of hadith that you just read it and then go to show something about Muhammad eating chicken. Okay? They should have told him to say wallahi. Yeah, they should have. This is a serious hadith. This calls their whole narrative into question because, okay, Muhammad did this 10 years into his prophethood. Who's to say he wasn't doing this the whole entire time? That's the question. This is what he was doing. When the prophet came to Medina, he found the Jews fasting on the day of Ashura. They used to say, this is a great day which Allah saved Moses and drowned the folk of the Pharaoh. Moses observed the fast on this day as a sign of gratitude. Then the prophet said, oh, y'all are doing that? Well, I'm closer to Moses than you are. So he observed the fast on that day. That's fine if he wanted to do it. But the problem is here. He also ordered the Muslims to fast. This became Sharia law. Okay? So please show me at what point in this story right here, where's the part that says Muhammad saw it and then Jibreel came down and said, hey, you should do it too. Can you show me? Maybe I missed it. Can somebody please point it out? Can somebody please point out where's Jibreel here, guys? Is Jibreel missing? Can the real Jibreel please stand up in this verse or what? Because I thought Muhammad just only gave revelation. This don't look like revelation. This looks like he's swagger jacking. This looks like he said, oh, y'all are fasting? How come he didn't know they were fasting before this? How come he didn't know that? I thought he was doing conscious edits. I thought he was aware of the Bible. He doesn't look very aware here. He looks like he had to find out on the spot. He couldn't even find out when he was in Mecca. He had to go to a Jewish town and see what the Jews were doing. And then he just swagger jacked them. Okay, so I want you guys to understand this is what he was doing his entire prophethood. And this right here, I am closer to Moses than they are. This is his whole persona. This is his whole MO. His entire time he was trying to prove that he was closer to Moses than the Jews were. Because he's what's his lineage again, guys? Ishmael. Is it Ishmael? Who's the guy? I always forget. Who's the two sons? Who's the two sons? Who's the two sons, guy? Abraham's two kids. One got kicked out and sent to the desert. Ishmael, right? So Ishmael always had this problem, right? He was always the rejected one. He was the reject. So he's always trying to prove how he's more worthy and more this and more that. He's more connections. No, he's not. Right, Ishmael and Isaac. So this is what Muhammad is always trying to do. He's trying to insert himself into the story. So wait a minute. Let me get this straight. You're more connected to Moses than the Jews are, but somehow the Jews knew when to fast to commemorate the actions of Moses, but you didn't know, and you had to learn it from the Jews. How does that make sense? Wait, how does that make sense? Hold on. He said, I am closer to Moses than they. You're closer to Moses than they are, but you had to learn when to fast for Moses from them? Please tell me, guys, am I making any sense here? Is this crazy or what? Do you see how many points we can get from this little sentence, from this little paragraph here? We could get so many points to just bake them. They're cooked. They're just cooked. Right here in this one hadith, Muhammad is making stuff up. He makes up Sharia law according to his own whims and desires, right? And then another thing is, this proves that the Muslims had no idea what was going on. There was no Muslims. Muhammad... Moses was not a Muslim. Okay? Moses was not a Muslim. The Jews were not Muslim because clearly the Jews were doing stuff on their own. They had their own traditions that Muhammad had to learn about. Had that happen, that just goes to show you how disconnected they were from the actual narrative. Okay? They had to figure it out once they came to the Jewish town. This is what's going on. Where's all the Muslims at, dude? I know there's some of y'all in here who wants to defend themselves right now. My beard is disconnected. My beard is, in fact, disconnected. Look, guys, there's no connection here. You see right here? This gap right here shows the gap between the Ishmaelites and the Promised Land right here. Okay. All right, we got Al Farouk in the building. What's up, Farouk?
I'm alright, bro. You good?
I'm Gucci, man. Talk to us. Are you Muslim?
Yeah, how about, can you turn the sound effects off? And have a proper
No, my brother. Can you just calm
Yeah,
down?
because
Look, I will
because
try
that's
to
probably-
play them less. I will try to play them less for you. What do you want? Are you Muslim though?
Why can't you just have a discussion?
I will. But if it's a sound-worthy moment, I'm still gonna play it. But I will try to play it less to respect your. You got something to say though that's actually beneficial?
You can't have a conversation with sound effects going on, can you? Is that your game?
Brother,
That's the
I
game
will
you play.
look. As long as you say good stuff that makes sense, I will try to be very reserved with the sound effects. Okay.
What's your issue?
All right. I'm trying to figure out, where did Muhammad get his teachings?
Right. Have you read the Quran?
Yes. I'm actually an Islamic scholar. Keep going.
You're an Islamic scholar, are you? Mm-hmm. Okay. How many times did Moses mention in the Quran?
47 times. Brother, look, I don't want to talk about my credentials. I want to talk about, where did Muhammad get his teachings? Do you know where he got? Maybe you don't know. Are you just waffling because you don't know?
Hang on. You just proved you're a liar because you're not an Islamic scholar.
No. What are you talking about? How did I prove I'm a liar?
Are you an Islamic scholar?
Yes.
How?
Fuck? What do you mean,
Where
how?
do you have permission from? Where do you learn your?
Oh my God, bro, this is so silly, dude. Do you know the answer to,
You're
brother? Do you know
a liar, aren't you?
the, bro? Do you know the answer to my question or not, dude?
Why would I discuss with a liar?
What? Where did I lie,
Where are you Islamic? Where did you get Islamic knowledge from?
bro? I went to an Islamic school. Don't worry about it. Where did Muhammad get his teachings, dude?
Name it.
Safwa and Marwa Institution.
Well, that's an Islamic school, isn't it?
Yeah, what the fuck?
You're
The
a fucking
fuck?
liar.
No, yo,
You're a liar.
on every break time, look,
lying.
every break
You're a
time I used to
liar.
go to the
Everything you say
Zamzam
is
well.
lies.
Hold on, first of all,
You're a good liar, yeah.
Look,
You're a good
on
liar,
break,
yeah?
look, every time we had break, I used to go to the Zamzam well and get a sip of holy water. You know what I'm saying?
Right, we're in America, yeah?
No, brother, don't worry about it. Can you just, bro, how many questions you gonna
Why?
ask me?
Because
You
lie.
okay? So I'm just, you know what? So at this
You're
point,
gonna cut me off because you're a liar. Yeah.
okay,
You're a liar.
brother,
You know,
do you
liars
want?
don't
Okay,
have any value. Liars don't have any value.
bro,
You carry
this
on
is
with your
crazy,
bullshit,
bro.
yeah?
This is crazy.
Yeah, 'cause
So
you're
he's
a
gonna
liar.
run.
That's why it's crazy.
He's gonna run,
I'm
bro.
not running. I'm not running.
Show me a
I'm not
verse in the
running.
Quran that says don't talk
not
to
running.
liars. Go ahead,
You're a
Wahi.
liar.
Go ahead, Wallahi. Show me a verse in the Quran that says don't talk to liars.
Okay, la'natul alaykum ala al-kazibin. Allah's
Say it in
curses
English.
upon the liars. Allah's curses upon the liars, and you're a fucking liar.
Brother, okay, I lied. Okay, no
That's why
problem.
you're cursed.
Okay,
This is the
okay.
biggest curse.
I'm gonna tell the truth now.
What you're doing is because you're cursed, friend.
Okay, you caught me. All right, all right.
Yeah.
Can we move on
Oh,
now?
fuck off. Okay, so you're a liar. You accept
Yeah,
you're a liar,
yeah.
yeah?
I'm a liar. Yeah,
Okay.
I lie.
So why
Okay.
should I talk to you? Why should I talk to you?
No, it's because honestly, can I be honest with you? Because I thought your question was kind of ridiculous. Because I feel like you were just trying to hide behind credentials. So that's
you
why I
just
lied.
admitted you're a liar. You're a
I
liar.
know. Okay, send me to hell. Okay.
So fuck off. Why am I going to talk to a liar? Fuck off.
I just admit.
An
I just
admitted liar.
confessed.
An admitted liar.
I just confessed,
on
dude. All right, I
Carry on
confessed
your
already.
lies.
Jesus
Carry on
Christ,
your
bro.
bullshit. Carry
Ah,
on your
come
bullshit
on.
lies.
He's gonna run, dude. He's gonna run. Look, he's gonna
I
run.
don't need to run from you.
Okay, so let's talk. He just ran.
No. Why'd you make him run?
I didn't drop him. I didn't drop him. He just ran.
Oh my god.
Hey, none of my mods dropped him, right? None of y'all dropped. Please don't drop nobody, guys. If you know what I'm saying.
I was gonna ask him if Allah curses the liars, then isn't Muhammad cursed for saying that we're allowed to lie to our wives and
Yo,
we're
serve,
allowed
serve.
to lie to
He said we're allowed to lie 3 times in 3
we're allowed to
cases.
lie in war.
We're allowed to lie in war to make peace, and we're allowed to lie to our wives. So,
Who's lying? Allah
So-
or Muhammad?
got him. Got him.
One of them is a liar.
One of them is a liar, bro.
Either way, Islam is false by his own
Bro, that we got another dilemma. The liar dilemma, bro. We got the I'm a liar dilemma, guys. Yo, Rob. Hey, everybody, shout out Rob here.
Hey, what's up?
Rob, so Rob, remember that video you just told me to watch? I just watched the first like 10 minutes of it, and we got a crazy this is a crazy thing that you're exposing here.
I know,
With
bro.
with this one right here, this is crazy. You saw this one, right? Well, obviously you saw it. You're the one who made the video about it. This is crazy, Rob. How many crazy things are in this one hadith, bro? We got Muhammad, huh? We got Muhammad making
Star, bro.
we got Muhammad making up Sharia.
But
Yeah,
before you
we-
read it, I want to add something on what the brother earlier said. I serve God, God bless you as well, my friend. You guys just mentioned that Muhammad allowed the Muslims to lie in 3 different cases. But guess what? Allah himself is a liar because in chapter 354, he calls himself the best of deceivers. So
Oh
you
my
just
God.
show that Allah cursed himself. And Muhammad is cursed because Muhammad lied and he allowed lies. Good job.
Just
Good job.
contradicting himself left and right.
In
So,
other
guys-
words, don't listen to Muhammad. Don't talk to Muhammad because Muhammad and Allah are cursed.
Yep. So guys, this is Rob. This is the person who I'm learning this argument from. So I'm actually glad he's here because this is my first time running it. So maybe I'll fall into some kind of pitfalls. But it looks pretty solid right now. So far, what we learned from this hadith, and Rob, maybe if you want to add anything, let me know. What I'm learning here is that Muhammad is not, what he teaches is not necessarily from revelation. That's what I'm learning so far.
Yeah, well, first of all, the Jews, they did not practice or they did not do this Ashura thing because Ashura is actually a pagan practice.
Yeah. I looked it up and I was asking Grok and I said, Grok, is there any evidence outside of Islamic sources that Jews used to practice Ashura? And it said no, there is no evidence for that outside
No.
of it's only Muslims who say that claim.
Yep.
And then
So-
the other thing that I thought was hilarious here, Rob, is that Muhammad says this. He says, the prophet said, I am closer to Moses than they. So he observed the fast on that day and ordered the Muslims to fast it. So how is he closer to Moses, right? But then the day to observe the day that Moses fasted, he had to learn it from the Jews. How does that happen?
Yeah. Well, there are a couple of possibilities. Clearly, as we discussed a couple hours ago, the Jews were a bunch of geniuses. I remember the pagans, they went to the Jews to collect the 3 questions, right? From the rabbis who set a trap for Muhammad. But guess what? I think the Jews, they knew exactly how to set traps for Muhammad. And they lied to him and they said, yes, we practice Ashura. Muhammad did not know actually Ashura is a pagan ritual, never
Yep.
practiced by the Jews. So they set another trap for him.
Yep. Should we show them that hadith?
Conclusion that I can take, bro.
Should we show them that hadith right away, Rob, or do you want to hold it off till later? Because
Yeah, show them the other hadith where it says that
pull it
Ashura is
up.
to be practiced by the pagans.
Right here, guys. Sahih Bukhari 1893. Narrated Aisha. Bro, Aisha is the #1 source for Christians all over the world, okay?
Yep.
Narrator
Watch this, guys.
Aisha.
Watch this.
Check this. Now, let's see. I want you guys to remember what we read here, okay? This is, Rob, right here when the prophet went to Medina and he found out for the first time that the Jews were celebrating Ashura. How long was this into his prophethood?
This is like 12 years later.
12 years into his prophethood. So he was already, what, 60-something years old? 50-something years
Well,
old?
he became a prophet at the age of 40 plus 12. How much is that?
52 years old, okay, guys? Peep this out. Here, this is Sahih Bukhari, their most authentic source. He was just hearing about this for the first time, right? And then over here, what happens? Aisha says the tribe of Quraysh used to fast on the day of Ashura in the pre-Islamic period.
Oh, so pagans used to practice this pagan ritual. It was never done by the Jews. Boom.
What is this? So wait, is she telling a different version? Because she's saying that she's making it sound like this is why Muhammad ordered it. Because she says the tribe of Quraysh used to fast on the day of Ashura in the pre-Islamic period, and then Allah's apostle ordered Muslims to fast on it. I don't get it.
Yep.
Is this a different version?
The Jews clearly confused them. They confused them, and I thought that it's a Jewish practice. But they set a trap for him because they knew exactly how to, make him fall on his face every time.
This is crazy to me. This is just insanity. I just don't understand. The tribe of Quraysh used to fast on the day, on the period, and Allah's apostles ordered the Muslims to fast on it till the fasting in the month of Ramadan was prescribed. Whereupon the prophet said, he who wants to fast on the Ashura, may he do whatever. So this was going on.
Brother Scary.
Yes, sir.
Notice. We know that the Jews, they have a day called Yom Kippur, right? So they lied to him, and he thought. You get it.
I get it, of course.
He thought it.
Yom Kippur for them is their most important day, basically, right? It's my understanding.
Yep.
For the Jews. And they basically, they don't even celebrate it on the same day as this Ashura thing, right? Or the same month even.
Yep.
It's a completely different month.
Exactly. Different thing. Nothing to do with Jews. Jews set a trap for him. And they said, yes, we practice Ashura, and Muhammad fell for it.
Yep. So I don't understand who's right here. Is it Muhammad learned it from the Jews, so he ordered it? Or according to Aisha, Muhammad learned it from the Quraysh, so he ordered it? Which one is it, guys? And why were they doing this in the pre-Islamic period? Did they get wahi from somebody?
Maybe a Muslim can come up and explain.
This is this pre-Islamic wahi right here? I don't get it. I'm trying.
Another one. Where Muhammad just literally just pulls words out of his behind. So Sahih Al-Bukhari 3329. It's kind of long, but
I don't want to get sidetracked. But go ahead to explain it, brother.
What are the three?
Go ahead, brother.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
You have a bad connection. Maybe sit close to the modem or something.
Hold on. I'll be around Wi-Fi in like 5 minutes. I'll be back.
All right. But in the meantime, guys, this hadith is very important right here.
Yep.
In the meantime.
Bro.
Did you guys see Wes?
I think KFC got their ideas from the Prophet of Islam. Come on, bro.
Yo, Rob, you know what makes me laugh is it's not even this part right here. This part obviously is funny on its own, but it's this that makes me laugh. I saw this Muhammad from that Muhammad to that Muhammad to this Muhammad to that Muhammad say, I saw the Prophet eating chicken.
Allah. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Have you guys seen Wes Huff's interview on the Sean Ryan podcast by any chance?
I don't think so.
So he's a Christian apologist, but he had a really interesting theory as to why like how the Quran came to be in terms of the information.
Yeah.
Because he was saying back then at Muhammad's time, a lot of what they got for information was just spread by word of mouth.
Of course.
Or stories that they would have heard in passing. So that's
course.
why you read some of it and it's like, that kind of sounds right, but it's not that person, it's this other person. Like, it's just so
Yep.
jimble jambled. For example, there's a verse in the Quran that says the Jews believe that Ezra is the son of Allah, and there is absolutely no source that would confirm that any Jew believed that at any point of time.
I actually saw.
Hold on.
I actually saw some good evidence against that, Grace, so I wouldn't use that anymore.
Hold on, guys. I did a lot of research about this Ezra. It's not Ezra, it's Uzair. There's nothing called Ezra in the Arabic. It's Uzair. Nobody knows who Uzair is, but Muhammad met a Jew, just one. You can find this in the tafsir for the Quran, for chapter 930. And his name was Finhas or something. I'm doing this out of my head. One
Yeah,
Jew
it was like.
who again trapped Muhammad. And because of the statement of that Jew who trapped Muhammad again, he thought that all Jews say that Uzair is the son of Allah.
Basically.
Because of one man.
Yeah, but I think it's also in the Talmud though, where they kind of call him like the son of Allah, if I'm not mistaken.
No, that's Enoch.
Yep.
No, I'm not talking about.
It's referring to Metatron.
No. Uzair is nowhere found, Scary. Uzair is nowhere found.
I'm just saying because I saw a video from Libiano. He did a whole video on this.
He lied.
It looks. I don't know. I didn't, but
Oh
it
no,
looked
you're
like.
talking about
he borrowed
Rabbi Eliezer.
actually a study. There was a study. He copy-pasted it like his prophet, literally. It's an existing study, but it's based on nothing. I've seen the videos. I've seen the original. So like any typical Muslim, they go watch Jews, literally, and they reuse Jewish anti-Christian arguments against Christianity as well. So that's what they do.
Rob, was that the video you broke down where he edited the screenshot of the original form?
No, that was a different video. That was about a so-called prophecy, a lie.
Oh yeah,
Because
I know.
Muhammad didn't give any prophecies about supposedly the Mongol hordes and whatnot.
Pretty much did. You may have changed.
Yeah, also host. I think you're talking about Rabbi Eliezer or something. It's that
Yep.
apparently God came down and said, "This is my son" or something.
Something like that. Look, all I'm trying to say is this: it's not the slam dunk that it used to be. Before we used to say that, and Muslims used to be like, but now they have some roundabout answers. So just don't get excited. Don't get blindsided by them. That's all I'm saying.
But Scary, they are willing to go to the Jews to understand the Quran. That's not how it works. Because if you want to understand the Quran, and specifically chapter 9, ayah 30, you have to go back to the Muslim scholars. They are the ones who explain the Quran, not the Jews. So when you go to the tafasir, for example, Durr al-Manthur by Jalaluddin al-Suyuti, it's one man. There's only one man who claimed that Uzair is the son of Allah. One man. And because of that, supposedly chapter 9, ayah 30 came down, the Jews say this and the Christians say that. May Allah destroy them, just like the Muslim previously said about you. So it has nothing to do with Eliezer. It's a big fat lie. So they are grasping for straws. They are so embarrassed. They don't know how to deal with the fact that there are no Jews who said that Uzair is the son of Allah. It's a big fat lie.
Yep. So here's look, some more. This is from the Quran, guys, okay? And they say these revelations that Muhammad is getting are only ancient fables which he has written down. And they are rehearsed to him morning and evening.
Yep. Even his own family. These are his family, by the way.
This is his family?
Scary, if you have cousins, you have uncles, they know you, right?
They definitely know me. For sure they know me.
I mean, it's a small community.
Especially back then, right.
Yeah. So they knew Muhammad, and his own family, his own tribe accused him of being a liar who is borrowing legends, poetry. They even called them the ear. Muhammad's nickname in Mecca was the ear. He hears stuff, he puts it in the Quran. Legends of Jews, flying carpet of Solomon, the seven sleepers of his Christian legend. Even, did you know that he even stole the known Christian folktale, the legend about Felix of Nola, or no, have you ever heard of it? About the spider, the story of the spider and the entrance?
Not that
Even
one.
that story is borrowed.
Oh, the
copied,
sleeper, the sleepers.
plagiarized. No, that's a different story.
That's a different one?
Felix,
Okay.
can you Google it? Felix of Nola? Google it.
Yeah.
It's literally about a spider. Someone went inside the entrance and a spider created a web, and they wanted to find him, and they moved away because they thought, hey, nobody's there because it's filled with spider webs. Literally, this is the story where Muhammad migrated from Mecca to Medina, and Abu Bakr and Muhammad hid, in a cave, and there was a spider and a web. Literally copy paste.
What am I looking up, brother? Because it says Felix of Nola. It's a person.
Felix of Nola. Yeah.
And
That's
then what?
That's the one. Yeah. So it's a man-made story created by.
Oh, this
by a
whole story.
Christian.
This whole story is made up. Felix of Nola is a whole made up story.
Yeah, it's made up and it's adopted into Islam and applied on Muhammad.
Oh wait, Zainab JK, you didn't know that Muhammad stole the cave story? He didn't know that. Yes, brother. The sleepers in the cave is a Christian story, right, Rob? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, of course, created like 3 centuries before Islam
Yeah.
by a Christian monk.
Here, so I just want to see if I can find
By
the story.
Jacob of Sharuch, very famous Christian monk.
They used to tell their kids, like they used to tell their kids about it. Like it was a children's story that they used to tell.
Oh, here we go.
Look at the web. You see the web? Web
Yep.
at the door. You see it? Fooling
Yep.
the imperial forces. This is
Yep.
literally copied and it was made as if it's about Muhammad and Abu Bakr when they fled from Mecca to Medina. Copy paste.
He says when the two were
So
safely
big chance that the
inside.
entire seerah
Look
of
at this.
Muhammad is
Look at this
literally
silly
copied
ass.
from
So
Islam.
guys, this is what he expects us to know, okay? So let's read the story. When Bishop Maximus fled to the mountains to escape the persecution of the Roman Emperor Decius, Felix was arrested and beaten for his faith instead. He escaped prison, according to the legend, being freed by an angel so that he could help Bishop Maximus. Felix found Maximus alone. Whose story is this? Is this a Christian fable or something, Rob?
Yeah, this is a Christian legend. Literally
Okay.
a legend, a fairy tale.
Got it.
Yeah.
And he fell ill and helpless and hid from the soldiers in a vacant building. When two were safely inside, a spider quickly spun a web over the door. This definitely happened, guys, for sure. Fooling the Imperial forces into thinking it was long abandoned, and they left without finding the Christians. A subsequent attempt to arrest Felix followed. Anyway,
Yeah.
so this is about
This
these
is
two
literally
guys.
what happened with Muhammad. So when Muhammad went from Mecca to Medina, when he migrated from Mecca to Medina,
Yep. Where do you
the
find that
same
story?
you find it in Islam, and even parents tell their children this at a young age. You know the famous story about Muhammad and Abu Bakr. They hid in the cave, and a spider came and quickly made a web, and it fooled the pagans who wanted to analyze Muhammad. You get that? Copy paste.
This is so sad.
I literally grew up hearing that story from my parents and believed every word.
Did you catch it? Repeat it one more time, brother. Repeat it one more time.
Say it again, brother.
Yeah. When I grew up, like I grew up Muslim, I heard this story and I used to believe it and I used to like imagine it.
So guys,
But guess
where's
what?
Muhammad?
It's
Where's
even a
Muhammad
Da'if
getting his
hadith.
teachings?
Yeah,
It's in a
even
Da'if hadith.
Hadith is scary.
Unbelievable,
It's a
bro.
weak hadith.
So guys, where's Muhammad getting his teachings? And brother Mikhail, not with all due respect, when your mother was telling you that story, you should have said, "Mom, this is weak." What are you talking about?
Bro, I used to believe the black seed cured all diseases. Come on, give me a break.
Scary. You know what is happening? I believe that when Muhammad was young and he was being basically educated, learned by Waraqa ibn Nawfal, and there was another heretical monk called Rahab Buhaira, the monk of Buhaira.
Yep.
They used to tell Muhammad these legends, Christian legends. Muhammad took it and applied it on himself. That's
Of course.
another possibility. That's why
Of course.
it found its way back into Islam.
Bro, when I was talking to Yaqub, right, he was like, "Show me evidence that anybody ever accused the prophet of plagiarism." It's in your freaking Quran, dude. It says, and
Do
they
you not
say
understand
these
why
revelations
they
are
say
ancient
that?
fables, which he had written down. What are you talking? It's in your Quran. And imagine, Rob, if this is in the Quran, right? This is what the Muslims thought, okay, you know, it's kind of safe to write this. Imagine the stuff that they left out, all the accusations that they didn't put in the Quran.
Bro, I did multiple live shows in the past about how Muhammad plagiarized legends. Legends after legend found its way back in the Quran. You know, the Alexander. If you Google the Alexander Romance,
That's the one.
there's something called Alexander Romance from the 5th century. Literally borrowed back into the Quran and found its way back in chapter 18 about supposedly Alexander the Great capturing the Ya'juj and Ma'juj behind an iron gate.
Oh, the
He
Syriac
puts,
legend of Alexander. Yeah. The Syriac legend of Alexander. Oh, we right. Oh, that's another one. He took the whole story. He went to the to where the muddy puddle where the sun sets, and then he came out in the where the sun rises, and Juj and Majuj behind the mountain, and then build a wall.
But yo, scary, take it in. There's a Muslim guy from Australia, and someone made this accusation, and then he learned Aramaic, how to read Aramaic, flew to the museum where this manuscript is of the Romance of Alexander. He read it and left Islam.
Yep. Look at this right here, guys. Look at this. Look at this. The people of the book. Look at this. Sahih Bukhari 7362. The people of the book used to read the Torah in Hebrew and explain it to Arabic Muslims.
Yo,
Here,
you know what I think?
Here, Yaqub was telling me, he was like, why would any Jews be reading to the Muslims about anything here? Why are they doing it right here?
Yo, scary.
The people of the book used to read the Torah in Hebrew and explain it to the Muslims. Why?
Yo, scary.
Why? We hear you, brother. Give me a second. I'm trying to drag this. The people of the book used to read the Torah in Hebrew and then explain it in Arabic to Muslims. Right? For what? I thought you said, oh, why would they ever do this? I don't know. I really don't know why they used to do this, to be honest with you, but they used to do it. Anybody got any ideas why they used to do this?
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. So basically, my theory is... Yeah, Sadia, 10 seconds, Sadia. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
I am from Saudi Arabia and I know about Islam more than anything.
Sadia, give me 10 seconds.
Let him make one comment and then we'll let you talk, Sadia.
So I feel like the Jews were literally trolling Muhammad because there's a hadith where a Jewish man came to Muhammad and said Allah has all the universes on one finger, all of the earth on one finger, all the water on one finger, all the trees on one finger. And he makes this claim, and then Muhammad just smiles and affirms it, and now it's in the hadith.
Yeah. So here, look at Muhammad's response to this. You could tell that he didn't really fully trust them because the Jews used to read the Torah to them in Arabic, and Muhammad said, "Do not believe the people of the book, nor disbelieve them." He's like, not really sure here, guys. Sometimes they be lying to me.
Are you done? Okay, you guys done?
Go ahead, Sada. Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Okay, first of all, you talk about Prophet Muhammad like you were there when this happened.
I was there, brother. I was. What's your problem? Prove I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it's okay. You can do whatever you
All
want.
right, cool.
Just
No problem.
facts.
Yep.
The fastest growing religion on the planet is Islam. The people who live in Islam, they produce and they get more than Christian
Oh
than
my
Jewish.
God, what is this?
Yes,
Is this guy a bot?
Muslim family, they have 2 to 3 kids.
Brother, you know what? Listen to me, brother. Look, there's bugs in my house that they grow so fast, bro. They just keep growing. No matter how much I try to get rid of them, they keep coming back. What does that mean to me? That doesn't mean anything.
That means to you're gonna be a nigger and you're still a nigger.
Hey.
You keep laughing about it.
There he is. Okay, Sadia. Okay. Sadia. Okay. Oh, no problem, brother. Look. Okay, look. Wallahi.
We getting bigger and bigger every day.
Okay, wallahi. Look. No problem.
All of you live
Wallahi.
in credit card, everything.
Dude.
Okay. Sadia, can you read this hadith for me real quick? I just want to understand. Do you know about
My
Ashura?
shit is gourmet food to you. The one I
Okay.
shit in
All
the
right.
bathroom,
Okay.
eat it,
Yes,
When you
Sadia.
eat it, it's
No
gonna be
problem.
gourmet food to you.
All right,
My own
Sadia,
shit,
look.
it's
Sadia,
gourmet
look.
food to you.
Sadia.
You know
Look,
that?
anything, look, brother, anything I ever said to you that was wrong, okay, my bad. Okay, now can you just read this?
Can
you just,
you can dream of living in.
okay, Sadia,
I
all right.
in America better than you.
All right, Sadia, let's start over.
Wow.
Hold on.
I'll give you start over.
All right, let's start over. Let's start over.
Fuck you, nigga. Fuck you, nigga.
Okay, he's tripping.
Is this guy okay, bro? He's angry.
He's tripping.
He's angry.
We hit up. We hit a nerve, bro.
Yeah.
I was supposed to ask about Ashura. Is that like essentially saying that the whole period is now pagan?
Well, according to the hadith, we Christians have never heard of Ashura. The Jews never heard of Ashura. So clearly, the Jews did not practice Ashura. The Jews have something called Yom Kippur. So they have literally confused Muhammad, and he simply used a practice that the pagans used to do. So Jews never practiced Ashura. Christians did not practice Ashura. So where did Muhammad get it from? Yet he claims that he learned it from the Jews.
Yeah, I don't understand the connection. Why would the Christians celebrate that? That's kind of weird, right? We've never heard of such a thing. When have you ever heard of a Christian celebrating Ashura? Right? Look at this, guys. I want to read another one. Sahih Bukhari 3461. Prophet Muhammad, he never used to tell Jewish stories, right? The prophet said, "Convey my teachings to the people, even if it were a single sentence, and tell others the stories of Bani Israel, which have been taught to you. For it is not sinful to do so." What does this mean? So they used to learn the stories of Israel or no? Phoenix, I want you to please stay on topic, okay? Please. I don't want to hear funny shit right now. I don't want to hear nothing funny right now. I want to hear this is serious. Okay, we got Rob Christian here. We got a diabolical story that we're following right now. We're learning right now that Muhammad used to get his teachings from his own whims and desires. His teachings came out of jealousy. He used to see what the Jews were doing and he used to say, well, I want to do it too. That's where the teachings come from. Okay?
Correct. I just have like a really quick thing about this. I'm assuming that Ashura, it comes from the same type of language for Asala, which means 10th.
Yep,
And
I guess so.
Yom Kippur falls on the 10th of our month of Tishrei.
Yep.
So maybe that's what he's saying is the 10th of the month.
Yep.
Is the fast day.
Yep. That's basically where he got confused. 100%.
Yep.
There it is.
That's all I got.
There it is. But it's on a different month, right, sister?
Yeah, we call it Tishrei. I don't know what they call it.
Yep. They call theirs Muharram. But I looked it up and Tishrei and Muharram are not the same month.
Asala, you know what I mean? Like you would think that it comes from the same type of word for 10th.
Yep. You get it now, right, guys? She just gave you the link right there. I hope you guys all caught that. Ashura.
So notice how the Jews played games with Muhammad. Literally, they were living rent-free in his pagan mind.
Yep.
Literally.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. Let me see if we got any Muslims in the. Let me see. Your. I don't know what that says. What's up?
What's going on, Scary? How are you?
What's good, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I just wanted to comment on that point because I think there's also an alternative view of where it came from, where Ashura came from.
Is this helping or hurting my argument?
I don't know. I think.
All right. We need you to know, brother. We need you to know. Come on. This is what I'm talking about with you guys, bro. If you're coming up, I don't want to hear anything. I don't care. I'm always right here. Okay. Too bad. I'm getting wahi. Okay. We don't want to muddy the waters. We're making a consistent argument here. Okay, guys. I don't do this to get.
Are you being squeezed? Be honest.
I'm being squeezed. Guys, listen. I promise you guys, I get it. Maybe send me a DM, bro. You know, if you have a fun fact that you want to bring up, send me a DM, bro. But I'm not here to get refuted by people on my side, okay? Let the Muslims refute this, okay? No, because you're not even sure. I literally addressed this at the beginning of this live. I said, if you're gonna come up, make sure that whatever you're trying to show me is very well researched. Don't come up here with shaky material.
Scary. Here's another thing, brother. If you can look for me in the Quran, if I'm not mistaken, it's in Surah Al-Baqarah. It should say in one of the ayahs, it's a huge chapter, it's the biggest chapter of the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter 2. It says that the mountain was raised above their heads.
The mountain was raised above their heads?
The mountain raised, yeah. So this is for the Bani Israel, the Jews. that the mountain was raised above their heads. So you should find it in chapter 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm letting this guy back up because he just told me he's Muslim, brother. If you're Muslim, just say that. If you're Muslim, you're allowed to try to refute me all day. I'm just getting mad when Christians try to refute me.
All right. I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me just look up what Rob told me real quick. Give me 1 second. What'd you say, Rob?
Yeah, so this is for the Bani Israel. So what you need to know is that there's an ayah in Surah Al-Baqarah that says that the mountain was raised above their heads. So if you look in Surah Al-Baqarah for mountain raised or something, then you should find the ayah.
Let me try to find it.
Unfortunately, I don't have my computer to give you the ayah because I have everything stored on my PC.
See if we can find it.
Yeah, that ayah is literally stolen from the Talmud, from the commentaries and whatnot, from the Jews. And you can find this also in Zapari.org.
I heard this before. Hold on. I heard this before.
Literally,
and also about the having smeks that in a certain position that makes your children come out with squinty eyeballs. That also comes from the Talmud.
It's about crazy stuff.
We'll pull those both up in a second. Let me pull up. Okay, Europe, what do you want to say? I'm gonna try to find this in the meantime, Rob. Hold on. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say that Ashura is the martyrdom anniversary of the Prophet's grandson. It was an important event that separated or divided the Muslims at the time. And my reading on this is that the Umayyads, who were the ruling party, they fabricated hadiths so that people don't commemorate and mourn on Ashura. So they created all of these false hadiths.
Are you Sunni or Shia, brother?
I'm Shia. I'm Shia.
Okay, that makes sense.
So this is a false hadith that the Umayyads innovated in order to.
No problem, brother. That's fine, brother. This is more for the Sunnis, though.
I got you. All right. I appreciate you bringing me up.
No problem.
Scary, did you find the ayah or not?
Yes. I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay. Now do me a favor. If you type in Google Shabbat 88 Safaria, and you'll find how it's literally copied and pasted into the Quran.
Okay.
It should say mountain again raised above their heads. Copy paste into the Quran. Shabbat 88a.
88a. Yeah, so it's right here. This is the one. It should be 88a right here. Oops.
And if I'm not mistaken, it's around 5. Should say mountain or mount raised here.
Right here. He overturned the mountain above the Jews like a tube, which I'm guessing is.
Now compare it with the ayah in Surah Al-Baqarah.
Okay, and then right here. And remember when we raised the mountain over them as if it were a cloud, and they thought it would fall on them. Yeah, guys, Muhammad definitely didn't read the Talmud. Guys, for anybody who doesn't know, this is the Talmud, right? Right, Rob? Shabbat 88 is the Talmud, right?
If I'm not mistaken, yes.
Yes. So what's happening here?
Clearly, if you go to the hadith, there's an authentic hadith where Muhammad gave the command to Zayd, the writer of the Uthmanic Quran, his scribe, to learn the Hebrew language. And he learned the Hebrew language because Muhammad said to Zayd, I need a translator because I'm receiving books in Hebrew from the Jews. So he needed a translator so he can copy it and put it in the Quran.
Yep. Hold on, I want to show you another one. Hold on, there's another one like this that says, Jesus.
So Scary, which ayah in chapter 2 that was? So that the people can take notes.
Yep, this
so
is...
Shabbat 88A5, 88A5, that's the main source. In chapter 2 of the Quran ayah, what was it again?
Right here, it's Al-Furqan, chapter 7, verse 171. Chapter 7, verse
171, okay. Not Surah Al-Baqarah, okay. Got the numbers correct. Okay, beautiful.
Here we go. Check this out, guys. We got another one. Look. Sahih Bukhari 4528. Watch this one. Another one.
By the way, literally a couple hours ago, Brother Scary, when I was live, a Muslim came in, asked me a couple of questions, and he left as an ex-Muslim.
Wow. What was the question?
Well, we mentioned chapter 109, and we talked about Tawheed, because literally if you go to chapter 109, ayahs 2 and 3, literally Muhammad in the Arabic, in the Quran, he calls Allah Ma. Ma means what? If Allah is a living entity, why is he calling him Ma, which means what? What is for something that has no consciousness, right? And that counts also in the Arabic. You don't call something Ma for a living thing, or a living person or a god. You call him Men. So he says, I don't worship what you worship. And you don't worship what I worship, meaning Allah. So how is Allah a what? Allah should be.
He couldn't
Men
be what?
We don't personify God, stupid.
All right, Lois.
You trying to personify God.
Lois, calm yourself down, Lois. All right, look at this, guys. Sahih Bukhari, check this out, okay? In case you ever were wondering how you should bang your wife, Muhammad's going to tell you. So it says, your wives are a tilth for you, so go to your tilth and have sexual relations with your wives in any manner, as long as it's in the vagina and not in the anus, okay? And then when or how you will. So this is a verse, like I think this is a verse in the Quran, right? Yeah, it is a verse in the Quran. So look what they're saying here. Jews used to say, I want you to remember, where did they get this information that the Jews used to say? It says here, if one has sexual intercourse with his wife from the back, then she will deliver a squinty-eyed child. So then this verse, when it says this verse, that means this verse of the Quran was revealed. Your wives are a tilth, so go till them when or how you will. Okay?
It's supposed to be an argument.
Yeah, it's going to be an argument in a second. Give me a second. So the argument now is, Musa, did Muhammad have access to the Talmud?
This is rage bait, bro.
Did he or not? Because Yaqub said that he didn't. He was like, why the hell?
It's unlikely.
It's unlikely?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna show you the last two things that we just showed a second ago, but let me show you this one first. So let me go to
Then why
in an authentic hadith?
You're just gonna assume because one thinks.
Hold on, my friend.
Who's this guy?
Why in an authentic hadith your prophet said that is receiving books from the Jews and the Christians, and he needed a translator in the shape of Zayd to learn the Hebrew and Aramaic language so he can translate for him?
Alright, prove it. Where's the dalil?
Hold on a second, brother. Hold on.
You're not going to deny it if we prove it, are you?
Let me find this real
If
quick.
we can deny it, it's really terrible.
You know, it's funny that you don't know your religion, bro. That we need to teach you about your prophet.
Well, you're accusing him of plagiarizing, so I want you to prove it.
Hold on a second.
We just did, didn't we?
All right, look at this. All right, here we go, guys. Nedarim 28. I'm not 28. 20a. Okay. Rabbi Yohanan ben Dehavi said, the ministering angels told me 4 matters. For what reason do lame people come into existence? It is because their fathers overturn their tables, meaning they engage in sexual intercourse in an atypical way. And for what reason do mute people come into existence? It is because their fathers kiss that place of nakedness. And for what reason do deaf people come into existence? It is because their parents converse while engaging in sexual intercourse. So don't talk while you know what I'm saying? Don't whisper, no sweet nothings in your wife's ear, guys. And for what reason do blind people come into existence? It is because their fathers stare at this place, right? So basically, the Jews did have in their Talmud a bunch of reasons why different things happen to your children, right? Does this look similar to what Muhammad is saying here? If one has sexual intercourse from his wife from the back, then she would deliver a squinty-eyed child. So then this verse was revealed. Your eyes are a tilde unto you, so go into your tilde when or how you will. So this is literally a refutation of the Talmud. Go ahead, Musa.
Don't forget about the story in Islam about King Solomon. King
you need to
Solomon had
provide the
similar,
evidence. Yo.
similar thing.
Look at this, brother. Here's another one. Look at this, another one, Musa.
Listen
And
up.
remember when we raised the mountain over them as if it were a cloud.
No. We can't go
Look at
far.
this. Talmud.
Not right now.
Not right now, what? Who are you talking to? Oh, he's talking to his somebody.
Point to point, dude. Don't get scalloped, bro.
No, it's the
Relax,
same thing. It's the same thing, brother. There's nothing different. Here. And he overturned the mountain above the Jews like a tube. So it seems like Muhammad is addressing the Talmud all the time.
All right, prove that. Just because they sound similar doesn't necessarily mean that he copied it, dumbass.
All right.
This guy, okay? Literally
It's
verbatim, bro.
Bro, it's like, bro.
It's verbatim.
It's literally word for word,
It's
dude.
verbatim. Are you okay?
Where, like he literally says the
story
Jews
we
used to
mentioned
say.
earlier, Felix.
What's his name? Musa, come back up, Musa. I didn't mean to descend you. It must have been the last third of the
Scary,
night.
let me weaponize you regarding this story, okay? What happens is the original story is talking about an angel. So they went inside the cave because they are being persecuted as Christians by the pagan Roman Empire. Okay.
Yep.
This is before Christianity started to grow and took over through preaching, right? The pagan Roman Empire.
Okay.
So the Christians, these poor persecuted Christians, went inside the cave, and an angel in this folk tale started to guard the entrance, and they slept for hundreds of years. Muhammad heard of this story because he was a storyteller and he was in contact with other storytellers. He adopted it and put it in chapter 18 of the Quran. But guess what? Some of the Christians corrupted the story. It's a well-known fact that the original story got corrupted even by Christians. And they changed the angel into a dog. Into what? A dog. Let's say a chihuahua or a bulldog.
Yeah.
And what happened is Muhammad heard the corrupted version from...
You got cut off, Rob. Guys, so we can see here, this is why the Quran says, and they say
so I actually wanna present
these
an argument.
revelations, hold on a second, Rob, Musa. They say these revelations are only ancient fables which he has written down. Have we not been proven that? The story of Dhul Qarnayn, the story of the sleepers in the cave, the story of the spider blocking the path, the stories of banging your wife from the back, the story of like how many do we gotta find? They're all that's why Muhammad was called the ear. All right, so Musa, while Rob comes back, right? While we're waiting for Rob to come back.
I want to run an argument.
No, I'm not running
an argument.
No, I'm not just running an argument, brother. No, chill. We're trying to ask you today.
You don't want to hear it?
No, because you're gonna take me off course right now. I got a topic that we're trying to address. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, sorry. What was the last thing that you heard? Because for some reason I lost connection.
You just said that the dog they changed it to a chihuahua. That's the last thing that you got cut off.
So basically the Christians through time, because you know when you keep telling the story, eventually the story will get corrupted.
Yeah, makes little changes here and there.
So if I tell you something and by the time you tell it to 10 other people, the story will become eventually corrupted, right? Because it's a folk tale created by some people, you know, a man-made story. So the original story was that the angel, the guardian angel, would protect the entrance. Makes sense. An angel is much stronger than an army, right? But the Christians corrupted the story because it's a folktale into a dog. So the angel became a dog. What did Muhammad do? He heard the corrupted version and put it in the Quran in chapter 18. And he even didn't know the exact number of
angels.
Christians. No, Christians. The Christians were 7.
Okay.
And he did not know exactly how many. If you read the ayah in the Quran, Muhammad is confused about the number.
The sleepers in the cave. And you know what I find very interesting about this story about the sleepers of the cave? I heard, is it the Birmingham copy of the Quran that is like one of their oldest manuscripts?
Yeah, the Birmingham manuscript.
And it contains this story.
contains this story. It contains a story about Moses as well, and also about Jesus. So the Birmingham manuscript is actually a joke of a manuscript.
It's only
talking
Jewish
about
sources, Jews and Christian stories. Yeah. What this I think is evidence for is how the Quran evolved over time. It just started as Christian and Jewish stories. This is why their oldest copy of their Quran is just Christian fairy tales and Jewish fairy tales.
Yo, so I have an argument if you guys are okay. So I can address the points you guys made, right?
Musa,
But
hold on.
I want to argue. for
Musa,
the
we're not here for that, Musa. Do you understand commandments to the Muslims come from? It's commandments to the
It's from
Muslims come
God.
from.
So if anything that seems to
Okay, cool. Now let's read and see if this is from God then, okay? Sorry guys, my connection is getting bad right now. But Musa, if you want to go your way, then just start your own live and get people to follow you over there. We're going my way here. Are you down for going my way or what?
I want to address the points.
I don't want you to bring up a
But the way I'm
different
gonna debunk
brother, it's fine. I just want you to address my points, okay? So Sahih Bukhari 3397.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is that if I can,
No problem. Just give me a second.
okay,
You
so
said that Muhammad's commandments to the Muslims come from Allah, right? Okay, let's read this here. It says Sahih Bukhari 3397 narrated Ibn Abbas, when the Prophet came to Medina, he found the Jews fasting on the day of Ashura, on the 10th day of Muharram. Then they used to say, this is a great day on which Allah saved Moses and drowned the folk of the Pharaoh. Moses observed the fast on this day as a sign of gratitude to Allah. That's what the Jews told him. So then the Prophet said, I am closer to Moses than you guys, basically. So he observed the fast on that day and he ordered, said, I am closer to Moses than you guys, basically. So he observed the fast on that day and he ordered the Muslims to fast on it. Can you explain this to me, brother?
okay. Look, okay, scary. We can look.
Did Ibn Abbas forget? Did
I
he
wanna
leave out the
demonstrate
part?
So the Quran is divine. So
Did he leave the part out where Jibril, where Gabriel pops up? Why is my internet
So
still?
do you want the arguments why the Quran is divine? Yes or no?
No, brother. No, I don't.
Do you want the arguments why the Quran is divine? Yes or
No,
no?
I don't, brother. No, I don't.
Okay, then you're not looking for truth then.
All right. Anything else?
So if I can demonstrate that the Quran is the best
Nope.
explanation for the Quran is divinity, then yeah, I don't. Like,
Nope.
Like,
Nope. This is just
if
your.
you can
This is,
pinpoint where you can
you're-
make
you're
things that it's
not-
plagiarizing. It's not.
This is your appeal to miracles now. I don't want to hear it. I want you to deal with this argument directly. Where did Muhammad
I'm not
learn?
appealing to miracles. I'm making an objective case.
I know you are, brother. Where did Muhammad learn?
I'll tell you why. Because God inspired him to say those things.
All right, brother. You're getting one last chance. If not, I'm done. Are you gonna go? Like I promise you, yes. There's several ways we could go about
But you
this.
don't want to prove that the Quran is divine.
No,
Is that what you're saying?
No, I want to go to hell. I want send me straight
you
to hell. brother.
serious?
Yes.
It won't be some scientific miracle or anything
It's
like that.
okay,
It's gonna
brother.
be like
I
a
just
very new argument.
I just want to go to hell. Are you prepared to defend this argument the way I'm running it, or no?
No, I'm not. I'm not prepared for that.
All right. God bless.
So do you want to just mine? Okay, so you're running.
What a clown.
Because you don't want to. You can't adjust my argument. That's
I
the
mean,
point.
brother,
It's
you're literally telling me, right, that you have no refutation for this argument, and you saying I'm running. What are you talking about?
Wow. Brother
He's like-
Scary, if their Jannah is how they describe it, I'd rather stay in hell than join the Jannah of Allah, which is nothing but
Literally, Musa, do you want to address
Bro.
this argument? Yes or no, dude? Have you even heard this argument?
At least
Musa, no, because do you know how
because I
crazy
don't-
it's gonna be for you to prove the Quran? Like, let's be real, dude. It's never been done. Nobody believes the
if I
Quran.
can prove that.
What are you talking? Muhammad couldn't even prove the
so
Quran, dude.
Can I demonstrate as to why it's true?
Brother, why didn't Allah
Okay,
tell
then prove that it's
Muhammad?
true then. Like,
No,
if you're not
no, brother, no. Are you gonna deal with this argument or no?
Look, I can't demonstrate as to why the Quran is
Okay,
true,
let me
but
ask you
then
this.
wanna,
Let me ask you
make
this.
things against it.
Have you ever even heard this argument before that I'm trying to bring?
Well, I've heard of these. I mean, I've heard of them, but like, I've never took the time to like look into them.
All right.
Because I don't
Let
really
me
care whether
just
you can like make
let
the
me
case
just
that
show
there's
you.
certain
Okay,
symbols.
so you're panicking for no reason. Maybe it's a weak argument that I'm bringing, and you don't even know. So let's just hear it and then address it, and then tell me if you want to run from it. Okay. So it says here, when the prophet came to Medina, he found the Jews fasting on that day, and they used to say this is a great day where Allah saved Moses, and Moses observed the fast on this day, and so then Muhammad observed the fast, and he ordered Muslims to fast on it. Okay, at face value, does this not sound like Muhammad is learning what the Jews do and he's copying it? Does this not look like that? Yes or no?
No, because we affirm that the Jews have some tradition from the prophets, and if we like, it's not against our religion, dude.
Okay. So check this
It goes
out.
back to the prophets, and they're practicing that, and then
Okay.
we are the actual followers of the prophets, and we follow in their roots. It does.
Brother,
It's not an
I'm not asking you if the Jews really did this or not. That's not what I'm asking you.
Okay.
I'm asking you is, what is the justification that Muhammad is giving to order the Muslim to do this? Or do you guys just do everything the
because
Jews do?
No. If the reason is just okay, due to the fact that the prophet is a true prophet, he will know that this day is an actual tradition back to the prophets, and then he'd also tell his followers to do so.
So he does.
I
So
don't see
wait.
the argument here.
So wait a minute. So what happened to getting Wahi?
It was revelation.
So there is no wahi.
There's many ways that the prophet can receive wahi, so it's not an argument.
Where is
He
the
can
wahi
do-
if he's learning
Yeah.
from the Jews?
He's not learning. Okay.
Where is Jibreel in this? Where is Jibreel in this if he's learning from the Jews?
You can make the case that he's copying them, right? But this is for other reasons, other than just copying them because they're doing it. He's doing it because the Jews have a tradition that goes back to the prophets, Musa.
No, they don't.
That's
They
it.
don't. There is no Jewish happening that is called Ashura.
Yep, that happens
I
on
can
the
assure
10th
you
day.
that. The
Yeah,
prophets didn't practice Ashura.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, so when it comes to the tradition of the 7th century Jew, how would you know?
What do you mean?
Because there's no data of them, so I don't get your point.
Are you
There's
saying, brother? What are you
Yes.
talking? Are you saying we don't have any record of what
Well, due to
7th
the fact
century
that
Jews
they were in exile?
Who?
Not really, because they were expelled from the land. That's the point.
Who?
Not really, because they were expelled from the land. That's the point.
Oh, he's got a lag right now.
And then you know the following, right?
Yeah.
Not a mess.
Look at this, brother.
Do you
Look
want
at
to
this.
address my point about the Quran being divine? Yes or no?
Yeah, let me show you this. Look, he said
If
that
the Quran
when
is divine, therefore Islam is true. Therefore, it doesn't matter what you have to say.
brother, nobody wants to hear that baked argument, dude. He said that when God's messenger fasted on the day of Ashura and
Okay,
commanded.
you never heard it before, though. That's the
Brother,
point.
hold on. Look, he said that when God's messenger fasted on the day of Ashura and commanded that it should be observed as a fast, he was told it was the day held in honor by Jews and Christians. Anybody here a Christian ever celebrate Ashura?
Bro, I celebrate Ashura every day on my toilet.
Yeah, you're a Syrian. Okay. So let's not do this, right? So there's many forms of
No,
denominations that have different traditions. Okay.
I just admitted as a Christian, I celebrate Ashura
So
on the
do
toilet
Coptic Christians
every day.
share the same tradition as the Catholics?
Brother, which one
Can you show
celebrate
me
Ashura?
all jokes aside, can you show me one Christian who practice Ashura?
Yeah, it just
Which
depends.
Christian does
This
that?
might be an instinct, effect of Christians that just died off. It's not an argument, okay?
Brother.
The Christians were extinct.
Yeah, this might have been this might have been a sect of Christianity that died off in the 7th century. It's not there's many heretical
So
or
Allah
like
sent down a miracle and made these Christians disappear from the face of the earth.
dude, just make that's the better explanation as to why they're not there. So now
Bro,
you
this is nothing but cope.
You know why the Jews
You
not
realize
there
what
with
you're
them.
doing.
can I prove that the Quran is divine or no? Do you want to hear it? Yes or
No, brother,
You're
no.
clipping this, guys. He just said that the Allah caused a sect of Christians
No,
that we
because
don't
this
know
is
who they are
exclusive, dude.
disappear from the face of the earth.
Yeah.
And these Christians supposedly used to practice Ashura.
When in reality, look, check this
Muslim.
out. Check this out, Musa. And when in reality, look what it says here. The reality, according to Aisha, is the tribe of the Quraysh used to fast on the day of Ashura in the pre-Islamic period.
Okay. How about this? Can you demonstrate? Yeah.
How about this?
From a historical.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. This is not the proper way to argue, right? Because firstly, it is not expected in the first place. Okay, my friend, listen to me, because we don't expect data from that region, because there's
brother, we got data. We got Aisha data, and Aisha said it wasn't the Jews, it was the pagans who used to do it.
Yeah, but not okay. When it comes to prior to Islam, there's not that much, okay?
Brother, what was the reason? Look, brother,
look. Okay?
Brother, look, what was the reason that Aisha gives? She says the Quraysh used to fast on the day of Ashura, and then Allah's apostle ordered them to fast on the day of Ashura until Ramadan was
Brother
prescribed.
Scary asked him, who are the Quraysh? Who are the Quraysh?
Okay, what do the scholars have to say about this?
Who are the
report?
Quraysh?
Who are the Quraysh?
Yeah, the tribe that the prophet is from. Are you slow? Do you think I'm slow?
Okay, so the tribe of Muhammad, were they pagans? What were they?
Or were they Jews?
No, they were Christians, my friend. They were Christians, and they believed in Jesus
so
Christ.
Muhammad was a Christian? Everybody take notes.
There's something called sarcasm.
Muhammad was a Christian?
We just discovered that
I'm
Muhammad
being sarcastic, dumbass. What's wrong?
of a Christian
Like, yo, you're so
family.
Yo,
Christians. Muhammad
Hold on, but Musa, what Musa? Wait. Let me prove to you, Muhammad was a Christian. Muhammad actually was a Christian, though. Did you not know that?
No. He was the Quraysh were Hindus that worship a cow god and rat gods, and they worship in the temple. And, like, I don't know, bro.
Becoming mowers every second. He
said
comes
it.
with a new argument.
No, Musa. Who was the first Christian that Muhammad interacted with after he was in the cave with Jibril?
It was a cousin of Khadija, and then I believe it was like what was his name? It's the first report within
it was Waraka.
Bukhari, right? Yeah, that guy.
Waraka.
So
why? And wait, Rob, you said Waraka married Khadija to Muhammad?
No.
Yeah, Waraka married Khadija to Muhammad because she was a Nasrani like Waraka. And Waraka would have never ever married Muhammad to Khadija if he did not follow the Nasrani cult.
He just left.
Yeah. He just discovered that his prophet is a Nasrani.
Musa, I hope you didn't.
Bro left when he found out the prophet was a Christian.
Bro.
He just
Hold on, Rob. Maybe he thinks a Nasrani is a bad word or something. What's a Nasrani, Rob?
Well, you know what happens is Muslims call us Nasrani.
Yeah, it's a form of a Christian.
It's nothing but actually an insult coming from them because we are actually Masihiyun. No Christian who speaks Arabic except that he's a Nasrani.
But a Nasrani, is that related to Nazar? Is that related to the Nazarene? It's not.
Nasrani comes from Nasara. Nasara in the Arabic language means helpers. Have you ever heard of the helpers of Isa?
I never
the
heard
word
of it,
helpers means Nasara. It has nothing to do with the Masihi because Masihi comes from Al-Masih.
But what about Nazarene?
That's a different story. That's
a different one?
That's a different title, different thing. Yeah.
Got you.
So the Nasara are not the people of Nazareth. Nasara means literally comes from the word. For example, Allah even says in the Quran, "In tansurullah, Allah yansurukum." If you help Allah, Allah will help you. Remember, chapter 47, ayah.
Rob,
it simply means help.
Some Muslims. What do you think of this theory? Do you think some Muslims mistakenly thinking it comes from Nazarene call us that, not knowing what the actual meaning is?
No. Like I said, no, brother. Nasara comes from the word helper.
Yeah, but
the word Christian does not mean helper. A Christian is a follower of the Messiah.
No, I understand. But you know how Scary just said, does that have to do with Nazarene or
No.
Do you think some of them mistakenly think it does, and that's why they call us that?
No.
You think they know that it means helper, and they do it on purpose?
Yep.
Gotcha.
else they have to
Scary.
throw
You know,
the Quran
you know
under the
how
bus.
that.
On top of that, Muhammad, when he went to Medina, he also get helpers, right? Al-Ansar. Have you ever heard of Al-Ansar, guys, of Medina? Al-Ansar of Medina are the helpers of Muhammad in Medina. Did you catch it? It's the same word, Ansar, Nasara. Did you catch it? The helpers of Muhammad.
Ansar and Nazar. Ansar.
Yep. Simply
So-
comes from the word help. Yeah. Support, help.
But I'm looking it up, Robert. It says that they think that. It said that they did think that the Nazarenes were Nasarini.
Well, they can't think that because it had nothing to do with the word Masihi.
but
They just don't know better. They don't know better. is
You know,
what
but
I was trying to say.
Masihi is a separate thing, right? But I'm saying,
yeah, of course,
because weren't the Christians called Nazarenes or something, or somebody was called a Nazarene, wasn't it?
No. No.
It was a term.
When
there
I was
is
reading
a
the
term.
Quran, I understand that Muslims were once Christians, actually.
That's what it looks like. That's for sure what it looks
Well,
like.
they found a cross.
Yeah, because if
They
you look at
found
chapter
a cross
2,
in
verse
Saudi
2, verse
Arabia.
41,
And I believe that the
yeah, it says, believe in
original
my
place.
revelation that confirms your scripture.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I believe that the original place of the Kaaba, before the Kaaba was built, there's a church there.
Yeah, brother, they were called Nazarenes in Acts 24:5. We have found this man to be a
But the
troublemaker.
Nazarenes, but brother, Nazarenes have nothing to do with Nasara, as I said. Yes, there are people called Nazarenes, but they are not Nasara. It has nothing to
Hi,
do.
Grace.
Okay.
So who are the actual Nazarenes? What are the actual Nazarenes?
The people
What are
from
they?
Nazareth.
Yeah,
But
they're Christian.
Nasara
but-
has nothing to do with the people from Nazareth.
No, I get you. I
Nasara
get you.
in the Arabic language simply means helpers.
No, I'm with
If
you.
you
I'm
are,
with you.
if you are, let's say, if you are from London, am I going to change your name?
No,
You live in London. I'm not going to call you a helper. You're not a helper. You
You're
are from
misunderstanding my question. My question is, I'm not disagreeing with that part. What I'm saying is the Nazarenes are actually Christians as well, right?
Well, they are referring to the people who live in Nazareth. So yeah.
So they're not all. Some of them are Jews. They're not all Christians.
Well, originally they were.
الحواريون
I mean, like.
أنصاري
Right here. Is this the word, Rob?
أنصاري
Is that the right word?
Ansar. Yes, Ansari,
that's the
Ansar.
And it does say
Ansari
helpers.
is the singular, Nasara is the plural. Ansar
أنصاري
or Ansar.
Who will be my helpers?
Did you catch it? You see
Yeah.
how Rob is not lying? Did you catch it one more time?
أنصاري
Boom.
It's all good. It's all good. Beautiful, beautiful. So I mean, look, this is tough right now. So I want to ask Bert, for real. Bull, did you hear this whole argument that Rob was teaching?
Nope, I came up right after you guys were done with it when the guy got belted at the end.
Check this out. So Muhammad was just making stuff up based off of what he saw the Jews doing. Everything that he commanded the Muslims to do was not wahi. So check this out. So Sahih Bukhari 3397, when the Prophet came to Medina, he found the Jews fasting on the day of Ashura. And they used to say, this is a great day which Allah saved Moses and drowned the folk of the Pharaoh. Moses observed the fast on this day as a sign of gratitude to Allah. So then the Prophet said, I am closer to Moses than they. So he observed the fast on that day and ordered the Muslims to fast on it. Where's Jibril here, brother Berlin?
In Muhammad's imagination.
He's missing, right?
Sounds like it.
Yeah, he's missing in action.
He's missing in action. So he's just commanding Muslims to do stuff based off of what he sees the Jews doing. How does that work?
Scary. Let me tell you
What was
more where Muhammad learned from Jews.
What was his quote?
Oh, yeah, you about to pull up the Rob? You about to pull up the hadith about the when he told him to stop worshiping the Kaaba?
No, something else. God bless you.
No, I said what was his
Also,
quote?
you know,
What did the
scary.
guy say?
Say that again, Berlin. What?
I said, what did the guy say? What was his cope?
Oh, he said no, that there probably was some wahi here that's just not recorded.
It's not recorded though.
Just like the original uncorrupted Bible, not recorded.
But here's another point. Since we're talking about pagan rituals and stealing from Jews and whatnot, Muslims always brag about that they use water after doing the number 2, right? They go to the toilet. They take either water with them or they use, that thing, like, to clean their without using paper. But guess where Muhammad learned it from? Because remember, Muhammad used to use 3 stones. Muhammad used to use 3 stones, no water, nothing. So he went to the Jews, he saw the Jews using water, and he copied it, and from that moment on, he started to use water.
Bro seen the Jews using water to wash their ass, and he was
who got the toothbrush?
Yeah, he literally asked them, "What are you doing?" They said, "We're doing istinja."
Who got the toothbrush?
It's called istinja.
Guys, here, let me bring in another one. Quran, guys, you guys need to take these Quran verses. Look at these Quran verses. Here, I'm gonna show you right here.
How did he get the wudu?
I'm gonna show you, brother. I'm gonna show you. Look, the disbelievers say.
Okay, go ahead.
It says right here. This is about the wudu specifically. The disbelievers say this Quran, which mentions the wudu, is nothing but a fabrication that he made up with the help of others.
What does that prove?
Why do we keep finding these accusations? This is already what, the 3rd or 4th time that we find.
When you said that, Scary, I see you said that in a comment earlier, and one of these goofies replied to you and was like, "No, you're so slow. That was an accusation."
Show us the fasting.
He said, he goes, but the Quran says it's totally not true. Duh, you like. We're just showing that these accusations were happening, and we're trying to take the. You know what I'm saying?
No one denies that he went to the Jews for the Ashura. No one denies that.
What is it, brother?
No one denies that he went to the Jews for the Ashura and he saw it and then he took from it.
He took from it without wahi, right?
Wahi or not, I don't know. It's probably a deeper elaboration on more hadiths on the topic.
Yeah, it's probably a deeper elaboration.
One hadith.
We gotta write a whole book on it.
There is books. That's why it's called a sunnah.
There probably is an explanation.
There's probably more chains of hadiths narrated to that specific event for that moment.
Brother, so why was Muhammad called? Why was Muhammad called the ear, brother?
What?
Why was Muhammad called the ear?
What are you talking about?
Because he hears so many things and he just puts it in the Quran.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're talking about.
It's an ayah in the Quran. You are an udhun. You are an ear.
Here, look at this right here. Right here. Let me show you. Let me show you. Look
Yeah,
at
Muhammad's nickname in Mecca was the ear.
this. Yeah. Let me hold on. Let me see if I got it right here.
If I'm not mistaken, it's in chapter 93 or 92.
It's in chapter 9. Chapter 9. Hold on.
9? Are you sure?
Yeah, because I have it on the screen, but it doesn't say the number here.
Oh, yeah, it's 9.
Was Jesus just a bread? Or was he a
Sorry,
word?
960 or something.
What was Jesus?
Yeah,
Ear emojis in the chat.
63, something like that.
Was he
Let
a
me get
bread
ear
or
emojis
wood?
in the chat. Ear emojis.
Here he goes. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. And there were others who used to hurt the prophet by saying, he listens to anyone.
Now go to the Arabic. The Arabic says udhun.
Yeah, right here.
The Arabic says
just anyone.
Go to the Arabic, brother.
So here,
This
one's a little bit more like the Arabic. It says, and among them are those who abuse the prophet by saying, he is an ear. Why they used to call him that?
This guy's abusing the soundboard.
They call me the soundboard.
You're so desperate, bro. You're like 5 years old.
Scary or desperate, Scary?
You're like 5
So
years old
desperate.
smashing on a
So
soundboard.
desperate. Brother, all I'm trying to say is, why were these accusations
grown-ass
flying
man,
around?
dog.
Some people used to
5-year-old
say, oh, he's only writing down ancient fairy tales.
Or is he a word?
Guys,
What
I
word
want to
is he?
see ears in the
Is he
chat.
the F
Chat,
word, the
ears,
S
chat.
word, the B word? What is he? Which word? He's a word.
Everybody
Wasn't it
used to
funny
call
that he
him.
told
He's a
on
piece of
himself?
bread.
Scary. How funny is it that he told
He's a
on
piece
himself
of
to
bread,
put it in
right?
the Quran?
Wonder bread?
He literally told on himself in the Quran.
Told on himself and put it in the Quran.
That's how you know the accusations were so rampant that he was like, I gotta put this in the Quran,
What is he,
bro.
Subway
'Cause people are gonna say, how you left out the part where we always used to call you an ear, bro? You gotta include
The
that.
problem is, Scary, what this brother doesn't realize is that these are
Is your
his
brother-
own
is your
family
Lord a
members who are
drink?
calling
He
him
said, "Drink
the
me."
ear. These
Oh,
his
these are family
tribe
members?
Your Lord is saying, "Drink me."
This is family members saying this?
These are his tribe, his family, his closest
Hey,
people.
the ears in the chat are taking me out. The ear emojis
Bro,
are
this
killing
guy, if he's a Jew, he shouldn't even be talking.
Hey, no, but Bull, every time they put, you see it's coming up on the screen, right, Bull? Look at
What
the
about
screen.
rubbing foreskin?
You see the ears on the screen.
Ears, guys. Shut ears.
Hey, was Moses rubbing foreskin on his foot by his wife?
Ears, look at all the ears. Look at all ears,
Was David playing
ears.
with foreskin?
Ears.
Yo, why was David buying wives with foreskin or Philistines?
So now let's go, Rob. Let's do the best one, Rob. Let's do
using foreskin from money.
Rob, let's do dual Qarnayn.
Hey, would you want to?
Yalla, dual Qarnayn, yalla.
Let's do dual Qarnayn.
David's foreskin in his mouth.
Let's do dual Qarnayn.
Yeah,
It's
well,
18, right? 18, right, Rob?
Guys, all jokes aside, everybody mute for a second. This is a good one. Hold on.
You gonna rub my
brother.
foreskin
Mute.
on your foot? You want my foreskin?
Dude, stop, dude. Are you okay?
Rub my foreskin on.
Are you okay, bro? You're a man. You're talking
What
about
a
foreskins? Are you
dirtbag.
okay? Is this guy okay?
What a filthy scumbag that guy was. Talking about David's foreskin holding his mouth.
Bro, he's a man. He's talking about other people's foreskins. Anyway, you have issues, brother. You have issues. Go see a doctor. Regarding Alexander the Great, guys, Alexander the Great is such a long and deep topic regarding, found in the Quran. Basically, the entire chapter 18 is all about Alexander the Great.
Yep. So which one should we read first, Rob? The Quran's version or the Alexander version?
Let us first start with baby steps, Kerry. Step number one is, remember, let's go back all the way back. When the Meccans, there was a guy, write his name down, brother Scary. And this is if you go to Tafsir ibn Kathir, you can find in Tafsir ibn Kathir for chapter 18, ayah 1, you can find the entire story. There was a guy called Nadir ibn al-Harith.
People are bugging with their ears, bro.
There was a guy called Nadir ibn al-Harith. He was among at least Scary is having fun now.
Keep going. It's hilarious.
So focus, Scary, focus, bro.
I'm trying. Go ahead, brother.
Focus. Yeah. So Nadir ibn al-Harith was among the leaders of Mecca, and he used to tease Muhammad. This guy used to travel. He was a traveler. He used to come back, and he was also a storyteller. And he used to tease Muhammad, saying to Muhammad claims that he is receiving wahi, but I challenge him because I am better storyteller than he is. Literally. So he said he used to travel and he used to hear stories like Muhammad. So he said, I am a better storyteller than Muhammad. And he basically called him a fraud. Now what happens is the Meccans said, you know what, let's set a trap. Let us go to Medina and let us examine Muhammad. So they went to the rabbis and they came back with 3 questions. You can find all of this in Ibn Kathir, by the way. Okay?
I think
I'm
I've
not
heard this before.
fabricating
Yeah,
anything.
that they teamed up the pagans teamed up with the disbelievers to ask Muhammad some questions.
Yeah, with the Jewish rabbis exactly from Medina. At that time, it was called Yathrib. So what happens is when they went to Muhammad with the 3 questions, when they asked him, what is the spirit? What is the ruh? What are the youths? Referring to the 3 Jewish youths under the rule of Nebuchadnezzar. The story of the fiery furnace when they were thrown in the fiery furnace for not worshiping the image. They came out clean. They were not burned. And also about we mentioned also the Medo-Persian Empire. Dhul Qarnayn. So Muhammad could not answer the question immediately. He said, I forgot to say to them, when they asked him the question, I forgot to say, Inshallah, and Jibreel did not come to me. So come back tomorrow. And when they came back to ask him the questions again, he said, I still did not receive wahi. So they waited 14 days. Jibreel embarrassed Muhammad for 15 days and still no answer. And when he came back finally after 15 days with an answer, he failed all 3 questions. So basically, that's the entire story in a nutshell.
Hey, bro went missing for 2.5 weeks trying to find 3 answers. Talking about he's a prophet. He
Guys,
went missing.
hold on, let me
The
just-
missing persons report. They'll call it Khadija and Aisha. Where's Muhammad at?
Hold on.
Bro is done.
Guys, Z and FJK, he's cool. Don't ban him. He's cool. Just guys, just chill a little bit with the ears because we're gonna try to move forward with the story. But okay, so you're saying that Muhammad got a test and he was waiting for Jibril to give him the answer, and Jibril took 2 weeks.
Yeah, literally. Why? Because Muhammad, clearly Muhammad wants to buy himself some time.
Right.
And he came with the excuse that he forgot to say, Inshallah, if Allah wills. And because of that, Jibril did not pop up. So Allah embarrassed Muhammad in front of his own family, his own tribe, the Meccans. And they started to say, you're a fraud. They kept teasing him. They kept coming back every day. Hey, we need answers. No answer. Jibril is not here. Come back again. And back and forth.
Jibril wasn't picking the phone up.
So this sounds
picking his phone up.
this sounds just like the lie.
Himself some time, guys. That's the whole idea, right?
So the Jews are saying like, "Yo, what's taking you so long? Get us the answers." And he's like, "Oh yeah, it's just I called Jibril, but I forgot to say Inshallah." So hold on, I'm gonna ask him again.
Scary, do me a favor, brother. Go to Quranics.com.
Okay.
Pull up the tafsir of Ibn Kathir.
Okay.
For chapter 18, ayah 1. So that the Muslims don't say Rob is lying about this.
1881.
Yeah, 1881, tafsir Ibn Kathir.
Okay, let me read. These are good stories, guys. We're just learning here.
Guys, imagine a prophet in the 7th century. Imagine a prophet shows up and tells the Jews, hey, I'm a new prophet. I'm part of your lineage. Making all these grandiose claims. So the Jews, they're generous people. They're like, okay, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Just 3 questions. That's all we need. Just 3 questions. That's it. That's all they asked from the guy. 3 questions. Brother was missing for 3 weeks. He came back talking like the prophet. Come on, brother.
So this one right here, brother, 1881, you said, or?
Yeah. If you can put it on the screen, that would be awesome.
Yeah, 1 second. All right, 1881, right here.
Moses had to split the sea. This guy only had to answer 3 questions. Abraham almost had to slaughter his own son for Abraham.
Type in Nader, N-A-D, something like that. Maybe you'll get it. Control F. Does it say anywhere Nader ibn al-Harith?
It's 1881?
Ibn Kathir, right? Ibn Kathir.
Yeah, but this is a different
That's
one.
18,
This is why the boy
ayah
was...
1. No, 18 ayah 1.
Oh, 18 verse 1?
Yep.
Okay, 1 second.
Bro, I love running this argument, but the evidences, showing the evidence is like so rigorous and detailed that it's annoying.
Yeah.
But it's the baddest argument right here.
It's good stuff, though. Ibn Kathir.
Yep.
You gotta have the Rob Christian archives to pull up all the evidences like this.
Here we go. Here we go.
There you go. Read it, brother.
So it says...
Watch this, Berlin. Watch this.
So it says, the reason why this chapter was revealed. Muhammad bin Ishaq mentioned the reason why this surah was revealed. He said that an old man from among the people of Egypt who came to them some 40 odd years ago told him from Ikrimah that Ibn Abbas said, the Quraysh sent An-Nadr bin al-Harith and Uqba bin Abi Mu'ayt, whatever, to the Jewish rabbis in Al-Madinah and told them, ask them, the rabbis, about Muhammad and describe him to them and tell them what he is saying. They are the people of the first book and they have more knowledge of the prophets than we do. So they set out, and when they reached Al-Madinah, notice how he didn't say, oh, but their books are corrupted or none of that.
Why? Who has more knowledge than who? Okay, I just want to make sure I heard that right.
So they set out, and when they reached Al-Madinah, they asked the Jewish rabbis about the messenger of Allah. They described him to them and told them some of what he had said. They said, you are the people of the Torah, and we have come to you so that you can tell us about this companion of ours. Wow. So people actually were People were actually following Allah's instructions to go ask the people of the book if they are in doubt about Muhammad. So that you can tell them about this companion of ours. They, the rabbi, said, They, the rabbi, said, ask him 3 things which we will tell you to ask. These guys are smart.
Do you see how they're working together, Scary?
They were smart, bro. The Jews. One thing you can't take from the Jews.
The Jews are genius, bro. Genius.
Can't take that. They said, ask him these, and if he answers these things, then he is a prophet who has been sent by Allah. If he does not, then he is saying things that are not true. Should we keep going, Rob, or what?
Yeah, and you'll soon find about the how many days, and So
okay.
It's not that long.
In which case, how you will deal with him will be up to you. Wow.
So if you want to reject him, you want to kick him out, you get
it's up to you. Ask him about some young men in ancient times. What was their story? For theirs is a strange and wondrous tale. Ask him about.
So this is found where in the book of Daniel. So this is about the Old Testament.
This is about
so what did Muhammad
the 3.
do? He went to the Christian legend. That was his answer. Continue.
And then
you see how Ibn Kathir cooks Muhammad?
And then he says, ask him about a man who traveled a great deal and reached the east and the west.
That's
of
Alexander
the
the Great.
Alexander the Great.
Wait, Rob, did you already tell him what answer Muhammad gave for the 3 children?
Yeah, he came up. He came up with the 7 sleepers of Ephesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You told him that part already. Okay.
Yeah. And what was his story? And ask him about the guy who went from the east to the west of the earth. And what was his story? And ask him about the ruh, the soul or the spirit. What is it?
Watch this.
What is it if he tells you about these things? Then he is a prophet. So follow him. But if he does not tell you, then he is a man who is making things up. So deal with him as you see fit. Wow.
Look how simple the Jews made it. Look how they said, okay, listen.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, exactly. But look at the questions, bro. Look at the questions.
The wars, this and that. Just get simple 3 questions. If he gets them right, he's our guy. If he doesn't, he's a waffler.
Yep.
So An-Nadr and Uqba left and came back to the Quraysh and said, O people of Quraysh, we have come to you with a decisive solution which will put an end to the problem between you and Muhammad. The Jewish rabbis told us to ask him about some matters, and they told the Quraysh what they were. Then they came to the messenger of Allah and said, O Muhammad, tell us. And they asked him about these things, and they had been told to ask, and the messenger of Allah said, I will tell you tomorrow.
Hold on, Scary. Hold on, guys. From now on, the things are going to
see me in the morning.
Hold on. Everybody focus.
He said we need to pause the conversation right here.
He said call me tomorrow.
Watch this. So he's saying to them, everybody focus. He's saying to them, come back tomorrow. I'll give you the answers. Watch what happens.
I will tell you tomorrow, bro. And for anybody, I'm guessing is that after this event is when Muhammad started saying, no, the Bible's corrupted, actually. I will tell you about what you have asked me, but he did not say if Allah wills. Wow.
Inshallah. He forgot to say inshallah.
He forgot to say, I'll tell you tomorrow, inshallah.
He's coming up already with excuses, right?
Muhammad messed up.
He messed
up. But he did not say if Allah wills. So they went away, and when the Messenger of Allah stayed for 15 days, 2 weeks, without any revelation from Allah concerning that, and Jibreel...
Where is Jibreel?
Imagine, bro. He's getting the test of a lifetime.
Yep.
Everybody's like, yo, I don't know, man. Is he a prophet? Is he not? He might be.
But Scary, this is the moment to convince his own family members.
Everybody.
That he's a prophet.
Everybody. Allah's telling them, look, if you don't know, go ask the people of the book. The people are going to the people of the book. They're asking them. The people of the book say, okay, ask him these 3 questions. And he waffles.
He copes.
He waffles it. He fumbles. He fumbled the whole test. He's like, oh, I'm going to tell you tomorrow, but I forgot to say inshallah. So then Jibreel took 2 weeks. Imagine the panic.
Do you understand, guys? Now you're slowly understanding why the Meccans had no other option but to reject him.
If Korah was here...
This guy's a fraud. He's a fraud. He's a scammer.
If Korah was here, right, If Cora was here and she asked somebody a question and that person said, "Yo, I'll tell you tomorrow," what would she say to him? She would say you're panicking, right?
Not only was he at the wrong people, not only was he at the wrong time, not only did he fit any revelation, the Jews were still generous. They still gave him the benefit of the doubt. Look
This
how
is
nice
the-
they were to the guy.
This is the longest. Okay, perfect.
Bro, this is Ibn Kathir. We're not going to any joker or clown or a Muslim. This is Ibn Kathir.
So it says, should I keep going, Rob, or this is it? Should I keep going?
No, you already get the idea. And then he comes up with, finally, after 15 days, he says, the story of the youth is about the 7 sleepers. The guy that you're talking about who traveled, that's Dhul Qarnayn. Of course, they were asking about the Medo-Persian Empire with the 2 kings under one empire. That was the actual answer.
So Rob, after he took 3 weeks, and he made all these excuses.
When they asked him about the Ruh, sorry, Berlin. When they asked him about the Ruh, the spirit, they meant the Ruh Kodesh, Had Kodesh, which means the spirit of God himself.
So I want you guys to think about this, guys. I want you to think about this, guys. He said, "I will tell you tomorrow," right? But he did not say inshallah. He did not say if Allah wills. Now, I want you to think about this. So, okay, let's pretend he didn't say it the first day, but he's sweating bricks. Day 2 comes around, he still doesn't say if Allah wills. He still didn't say inshallah. You would think at some point within 15 days he would remember, oh shit, I forgot to say inshallah. Right?
This is, bro, the decisive moment to bring over his family to become Muslims.
The fate of the world.
They all rejected him.
The fate of the world is in the balance here. And you're going to tell me Muhammad just simply forgot to say inshallah? He forgot to say it for 15 days?
After all that time, bro didn't even get one of the questions right. He got all of them wrong.
He still gets it
He didn't
wrong.
even get 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3. Bro went 0 for 3 from the line.
0 for 3.
Guys, if he would have just answered one question correctly, we would have not had an argument maybe. But he failed all of 3 the questions. All of them.
Unbelievable. Why didn't
Because
Muhammad...
the right answer for the youths, who are they? Abednego, you know the story in Daniel?
Yeah, Abednego. Yeah. Shadrach,
Shadrach,
Meshach, and Abednego, yeah.
Those are the names. Those are the names that the Jews of Medina are asking for. That's the answer.
Muhammad
Not
got
the
clipped.
7 sleepers.
But I want you to think about this, Rob. Think about this. This would have been a perfect time, right? Instead of Muhammad saying, oh, shit, the Jews are asking questions. All right, let me think about this. I'm going to tell you tomorrow. And then waiting 15 days. Why didn't he just say, the Jews asking me questions? The ones who corrupted the Bibles, the ones who always lied to you. Why didn't he just say that at that very moment? What? This 2 weeks is telling you, oh, shit, I really got to answer this because the Jews pretty much are always telling the truth, if anything. That's what it looks like.
Bro, this was like the decisive moment.
This is diabolical.
I don't understand why Christians don't bring this more often up. Because let it sink in, guys. This argument is so strong that no Muslim can refute it. You
None
can
of
see
them.
it in front of your eyes that Muhammad failed miserably.
So how did
Waffle.
Jesus get the baptism?
If this was me as a
Was it
Muslim,
through
I would
revelation or he stole
seriously
it?
rethink, right? Rethink
Rob,
my
Rob.
The
position.
baptism, right?
Rob, let's
You don't
let's
answer that.
here, we got you. All right, everybody, let's
How
be
did
quiet.
Jesus learn the baptism?
Everybody mute up and let's hear the word now. I'm the word. Let's hear the cope. Go ahead, brother. Tell us.
No. I said, how did Jesus acquire the baptism?
Let him go. Let him go. Let him
He
keep going.
taught?
Let him keep going. Let him keep
The
going.
Lord taught.
Mm-hmm.
He was taught, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's a question. It's not
Yeah,
a statement.
Keep going, brother.
How did he get the baptism?
That's your answer for this?
That's not an answer. It's a question.
I know, but brother, did you hear anything that we just said?
He plagiarized John the Baptist.
Yeah.
He plagiarized, right? He copied.
No, we're trying to ask you about this topic, brother.
Yeah, I'm asking. Yeah, the topic is that you're saying that Muhammad stole. So did Jesus steal when he was taught?
We're not even
Why
even
did he
there
come
yet,
up with
brother.
the baptism
Well,
himself?
look, brother, look.
He
What's
had to
happening
go
here?
to
Look,
John the
look, brother, look. Hold
Baptist.
on. I think you missed the whole story.
Why
Look.
did he have to go to the
Look, the Jews, look, the Jews,
Is
the
your
Jewish.
Lord dense?
I got you right.
Is your Lord
Word. I don't
dense?
want to drop you again, dude. Just relax. It sounds like you didn't hear any of the story, so we're gonna fill you in. The
I
Jewish.
asked you,
Okay,
you
brother.
tell me, how did he
Strike
learn?
number one. Strike number one. The Jewish
Just tell me
rabbis.
exactly.
Strike number two.
Tell-
The Jewish
Bro's a
rabbis.
robot.
He really
So
is, though.
Jesus was a thief.
He really is a robot,
Yeah.
bro.
All right. He's
Bro is a real robot. You
He's
cannot
not ready,
have
he's not ready.
conversations with these people, bro.
He's not ready.
Yeah.
Okay, brother, this is what we're asking you. The Jewish rabbis told the Quraysh to ask Muhammad 3 questions. And when Muhammad heard the questions, he didn't say, "Oh, the Jews corrupted their scripture," none of that. He said, "Oh shit, give me a day and I'll get them their answer." So if anything, that's giving validity to the Jewish claims, if you ask me. So we just want to know from you, a real life Muslim, to answer what's going on here. Please answer that. Come back up if you're still there. Because if not, this looks crazy to me. This would have been the perfect opportunity for Muhammad to just completely discredit the Jews. Why are the Jews asking me questions? They corrupt their books. They lie about everything. But he didn't say that. He actually went and he tried to give an answer, but he couldn't give it for 2 weeks. So you're asking us where
notice, notice one. Sorry for cutting you off, brother.
You're good, brother. You're good.
Notice this is in the time when he was still in Mecca. As long Muhammad was in Mecca, brother Scary, he never accused the Jews of anything.
Never.
The moment he goes to Medina, then he started to attack the Jews.
Yep.
And even analyze them.
This is during the time when he was saying, "Oh, I came confirming the scriptures before you. If you have any questions, go ask the people of the book. To you, your religion. To me, my religion." This is when he was saying all the good stuff. He hadn't started complaining yet about anything that they misinterpret their verses or none of that.
You know why, brother Scary? As you noticed, all of you, everybody take notes. Notice, Muhammad knew that his biggest problem was the Jews. The Jews always outsmarted him. The Jews were 10 steps ahead of him. So what did he do? He had to get rid of them, expel them, unalive them, take them as slaves to get rid of them, because the Jews always destroyed him.
They wrecked him.
When it came to answers and questions,
Yep.
they ripped him an a-hole.
And guys, again, if he would have just said that the Jews corrupt their books or they corrupt their understanding of their books, he could have just avoided this whole problem. Imagine being in the pressure cooker for 2 weeks, dude. Day and night and day and night. And not once did he use the excuse that you guys are using today when we show you something that's contradictory to the Quran. Not once did he bother saying, "Oh, they're just lying or they just corrupted their books." Why didn't he just say that if that was indeed what was going on?
Yep. Exactly. Scary, notice also a thing. Muhammad truly wished to win the Jews over, but he never would have dreamt about the idea that they would reject him. He truly believed, wholeheartedly believed that they would consider accepting him as their prophet, but they saw immediately through him that he's a fraud, a fake. And this is one of the final tests. Right?
Yep. Yeah, Muhammad was actually making it easier for Jews to pretty much accept Jesus, if you look at it, right? Because he pretty much stripped Jesus of his divinity claims, right? So he was trying to bring everybody into the fold. He was like, "Look, Jews, Christians, we can all get behind this narrative," right? But the Jews didn't fall for it.
Yeah, the Jews were too smart, simply.
So where should we go now, Rob? Should we go to Dhul Qarnayn or what are we doing?
It's on you. I mean, guys, I think what we just established, this is it. We have a gold. We found a gold mine. Literally. We have gold in our hands that we can use against Islam. Literally, no Muslim can refute this, by the way, because it's in their sources. If they want to refute it, they have to refute Ibn Kathir. They have to refute Al-Tabari, because all of them mention this story. What are you going to do with your books? Good luck with it.
Yep. Let's do this real quick. I'm just going to run through it real quick, if you don't mind, Rob, this Dhul Qarnayn thing.
Sure,
I just,
brother.
I just want to run what the two stories look like. Okay, so this is Wikipedia. Okay, guys, for whoever hasn't read this before, this is the Syriac Alexander legend. This is literally a Christian legend. They made this up. Okay? Because this is talking about Alexander the Great basically being a Christian when we all know he wasn't a Christian. He was a pagan, okay?
He was a pagan and he was also a bisexual. Yet he's a man of God in the Quran.
Uh-huh. Now, but
He's
peep
a man
this.
of Allah.
But peep this. The Christians make up this story about Alexander the Great. They basically retell the story of Alexander to make him a Christian. Listen to how it goes. In the beginning of the story, Alexander declares his intentions to explore the ends of the earth, or the ends of the world, and he promises God that he will rule the world. He gathers an army in Egypt, and he travels to the Fetid Sea. I forgot what this means, but it's relevant. It's like dirty water or something like that, right, Rob? He travels to the Fetid Sea, but is not able to cross it. Instead, he finds the window of heaven. He finds a portal. Okay? A portal, guys. This is real. But remember, this actually happens. Okay? He finds a portal when he gets to the sea. When he goes into this portal, it allows him to travel from the place where the sun sets, right? Meaning the east, to where it rises.
Portal like Dragon Ball Z portal, like Star Wars.
Dragon Ball Z, all of them. All of them put together.
I got it.
Okay? So he travels. So when he goes through this portal, he can go from where the sun sets to where the sun rises. What is that? Where does the sun set? It rises where? In the east or the west? I totally forgot.
Same place Allah descends.
Right. Anyway, he goes from the east to the west. This is what it's trying to tell you.
Remember, he went. If I'm not mistaken, did he not go to east? No, to the west.
Yep.
He went to the west.
This is what it's. Oh, he does. Oh, he does.
Alexander? The actual Alexander, you mean?
Yeah, Alexander, the original story.
Yeah. So
or did he travel to the east?
He went east.
Yeah.
East. He went east, right? He went east. Yes.
He went east and then west. But the point is that he goes from where the sun sets to where it rises, right? This is how people used to say east and west back in the day. Sun sets, this is where the sun rises. Okay. And then in the region of the sunrise, he travels to Central Asia. He sets up a camp near a mountain, only to be informed that he is now in the domain of a Persian emperor. And he learns that beyond this mountain pass are barbarian tribes.
Hold on. That's the Yajuj and Majuj right there.
Oops, shit. Why'd I click on it?
There you go.
Yeah. Juj and Majuj. Guys, the key words to remember is he goes from where the sun sets to where the sun rises. Then he goes to a mountain where there's Juj and Majuj, Gog and Magog. These are the words you need to remember. As two of their kings.
These are very, these are types of creatures that are like very, very wild. They will eat through everything. They will drink all the water. You get the idea. They're very, very evil creatures. Yeah.
Yep. And he with Gog and Magog as their kings, deciding to seal up their entryway. Oh, where am I? Deciding to seal up their entryway through the mountains, he tasks his blacksmiths and metal workers from Egypt to construct an iron and bronze wall.
Hold on, this is literally in the Quran in chapter 18.
Same story.
Literally copy-pasted.
We're about to read it, guys. He then reveals two prophecies about when the barbarians will penetrate the wall and bring about a world war, out of which the Romans will emerge victorious. Later, the Persian emperor.
Also in the Hadith. This part is in the Hadith. That they will eventually, they're going to puncture the wall and escape in the future. So later, as we speak, brother, they are still trapped.
They're still trapped.
But eventually, they will puncture this wall.
And
they will escape.
Yeah. And I want you guys to remember this wall, because this wall is related to Islamic eschatology. Everybody, please mark this down. Okay, later the Persian emperor learns Alexander whatever, and boom, boom, boom. Okay, now let's see the Quran. Everybody remember the key words, right? Quran chapter 18. This is the part that Rob was talking about. What is this? They ask you, O Prophet, about Dhul Qarnayn. Who's asking him? Rob, this is related, right? Where'd Rob go? Did he leave me? Anyway. Remember when Rob just said that the people sent from the Jews, they told him to ask Muhammad these three questions. One of the questions was Dhul Qarnayn, right, Rob?
Yep.
So The Quran is answering them. He's saying, they ask you, O Prophet, about Dhul Qarnayn. Say, I will relate to you something of his narrative. Remember, this is 2 weeks later.
So notice, Scary. Notice, sorry for what happened earlier.
Go ahead.
He thinks, so what Muhammad thinks, that they are asking him about Alexander. But they were not asking him about Alexander the Great. They asked him about the two kings under one empire, that is found in the book of who?
Daniel.
That's
Medo
the right
Persian.
answer. What did Muhammad do? He thought, oh, Alexander the Great, and he went to the Christian, Aramaic, Syriac story, and he made it. And then he creates literally an entire chapter, Surah 18, Surah Al-Kahf, about Alexander the Great.
So let's see. They ask you, O Muhammad, about Dhul Qarnayn. Say, I will recite to you, O him, a report. So Allah is fine. This is 2 weeks later. Jibril's finally giving him a answer, quote unquote. Let's see what the answer is. Surely we established him in the land and gave him the means to all things. So he followed away, meaning he traveled on a certain road. He traveled on this road until he reached the setting point of the sun. He went to where the sun sets,
Copy paste.
which appeared to him to be in the setting of a spring of a murky water, right? Remember the fettered sea. And where he found some people and we said, O Dhul Qarnayn, either punish them or treat them kindly. Let's keep going. He responded, whoever does wrong will be punished. This part is gibberish. As for those who believe, they will do good, gibberish. And then he followed a different course. And then he followed away. He traveled on until he reached what? The rising of the sun. Same exact story. He went from the east to the west. He found it rising on a people who have provided no shelter from it. So it was, and we truly had full knowledge of him. Sure you did. Allah's bragging here. We knew everything about Dhul Qarnayn. Sure you did. Then he traveled a third course. Then he followed away until he reached a pass with two mountains. Everybody remember the two mountains?
Boom, 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 boom.
Who was there by the mountains in the other story? He found in front of them a people who could hardly understand his language. Remember the Persians. They pleaded, O Dhul Qarnayn, surely, what is this? Gog and Magog. Juj and Majuj. And are spreading corruption.
The entire romance of Alexander the Great, the 5th century legend, copied back into the Quran.
Yep.
Wow.
And spreading corruption throughout the land. Should we pay tribute provided that you what? Build a wall between us and them.
I want to see ears, guys. Ears. I want ears.
Ears, guys. Ears in the chat. Ears, all of them.
Ear emojis in the chat.
Where did Muhammad learn this story from? Right? He said, provided that you build a wall between us and Juj and Majuj, Gog and Magog. Right? He responded, what is my Lord has provided for me is far better, but assist me with resources and I will build a wall between you and them. Bring me blocks of iron. Remember in the last one, he brought iron and bronze. Bring me blocks of iron. Then we had filled up the gap between the two mountains and he ordered, blow when the iron became red hot and bring me molten copper, right? He's building a wall.
Scary, we get the idea, right?
Yeah, we get it now. We get it.
Yep,
so the point is this now, guys.
In a nutshell.
This is the same exact story, right?
Scary, this, what we just did together, I did this like a couple years ago already. So I already did all the research, and now we literally did exactly what I was doing on all my live shows. And this is like gold, literally, as you notice, guys. People in the chat, you're noticing how destructive this is. To expose Muhammad and bury him 10 feet under. Because Muhammad is a copy-paste. He is the ear. He hears, he buys himself time to cook up answers. And when he comes with the answers, they knew this guy's a fraud. He did not give the right answers from the book of Daniel. Because the right answers are in the book of Daniel. Why, guys? Scary, why? Here's another $1 million question. Everybody take notes. Why did the Jewish rabbis in Medina, why did they go to the book of Daniel? Scary, any idea?
The Jewish rabbis in Medina?
Yeah, why did they go specifically to the book of Daniel? Berlin, do you know the answer?
Why the Jews specifically went to the book of Daniel? Because they knew he wouldn't have read it in his life?
No.
What is
Think
the
about
answer?
Daniel. Daniel, the story of Daniel.
The prophet
Who came to
Daniel.
Daniel to explain to him the vision? Who was it?
Jibreel.
Boom! Angel, the angel.
Wow.
Since Muhammad claimed that he's being visited by Jibreel, the rabbis were like, hey, we got you. I got you, bro. Do you see, guys, how deep my research is?
I hadn't even thought of it that way.
My God.
I hadn't even thought of it that way.
This is awesome, baby. Let's go in Jesus' name.
Oh
Glory to
my
Christ.
God.
May the Lord use us mightily to expose this code, guys.
People call me a weapon. This guy's an atomic weapon.
Stolen, 3 days, 3 nights, stolen. Baptism, stolen. What's original? What's left of your religion?
Dude, are you okay, bro?
Let him keep talking. We gotta hear this. We gotta. So guys, look. So here's a Muslim, right? We just heard the most diabolical explanation ever. Now we know where Muhammad's getting all his stories. The people say here in the Quran, these revelations are only ancient fables which he has written down, and this is a Muslim's response to it. Go ahead, Muslim.
John the Baptist. What is original? What did Jesus come with?
So no defense. So zero defense.
I just gave you full defense.
Where's the
What is
defense?
original?
I was
What is
talking about
original?
Jesus defend Muhammad.
What is original, brother? Tell
I
me.
was talking about Jesus defend Muhammad. I'm
Eat
confused.
me like bread? Eat me? That's what your Lord said? Eat me?
Okay, I'm confused. Can you explain
Eat me
to
and
me?
drink me?
Okay, I'm a
bread and-
confused
and
guy.
wine?
I want to ask you a question.
He's a
Educate
piece
me.
of loaf of bread? That's why I
Okay,
got the
listen,
bread.
educate me. I want to ask you a question. I'm a confused
Sorry, guys. If
layman.
I keep him on the
How
panel,
does-
I kicked him actually. If I keep him on the panel, I'll lose brain cells. Forgive me, guys.
okay.
I'm not here to lose any brain cells.
I really wanted to know how talking about Jesus was a defense for Muhammad. But
He's not here. He's not here burning to have a
I have a quick question, guys. Like, this is awesome, bro. This is dope. It's scary, man. And much love to you, big dog.
God bless you,
And
brother.
with your growth, man, and your broadcast coming up, just know that God's right there with you, showing and revealing Himself right there, bro. It's facts.
Thank
and
you,
it's
brother.
awesome to see this, man. But I want to say that what's going on in America, how do we fight this these Muslims that are infiltrating America, bro? Like, I just heard about Michigan getting taken over. One guy I work with, his daughter moved over where I'm at because they tried to rape her because she didn't have a thing that covers her face. And I'm like, we don't hear all this stuff that's going on. When they start pushing the line, what are we gonna do? Are we
Gero,
just
I
gonna,
have a solution, Gero. The only
are
solution
we just
is
gonna be
get
sitting
yourself
back talking, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
Gero,
that's
here's
where
the
I look.
solution. Get yourself a political, how do you call it? Start a group, start something, make it popular enough, and take back your country. Just like the Europeans, at the gates of Vienna. If you study history, what the Christians did at the gates of Vienna, what happened
they
in
did.
Malta, drive them back. It's time. Wake up, rise up. That's it.
Literally, brother.
That's
Yeah,
the
I mean,
solution.
the
Take
only
back
thing
your
we
country.
got, the only thing we got right now is, for one, we can educate ourselves. But the problem with that is that this is not changing their minds, right? Everybody here sees that this is a bunch of bullshit. This is all made up nonsense, just like it says in this verse. It was just stuff that he was just making up. But this is only helping us to just be more sure of his nonsense. Muslims don't care about this stuff. They know this stuff and they still don't care. And they're still going to be coming. So the only thing we got right now is, like Rob says, we can only go the political route, right? And if that fails, I don't know what else it's going to come to at this
Well,
point.
scary. Don't sleep on the fact that, some of them might come up here and act delusional and in denial, but don't sleep on the fact that there's many of them listening would never request up whose eyes are being opened or whose shubuhat meter is going up at the very least.
Yeah. Yeah, the part that we need to just spread to people, like in your countries and in my country and all of them, we need to tell people like about this religion. Basically, we need to because people right now think, oh, Islam is a religion of peace, and we need to be accepting. They're just another religion. No, they're not. They want to take over. They all tell you we're going to abolish your constitution if we get big enough. So,
Yeah, they tell us to our face. They literally tell us. It's not even a secret.
And that's what I feel like we need to pull together, man. Like, yeah, I love church on Sunday, being in a building, but we got to go outside that building. We have to come together as believers in Christ and really stand firm, bro. Just like what they're doing, you know.
Yep.
But God bless you guys, man. It's scary, bro.
Remember, guys.
Again,
God
I
bless
just
you
want
too,
to tell
brother.
you that,
But remember,
Jesus is revealing himself, bro.
We're not doormats, right? We're not
Thank you,
doormats.
brother.
Exactly. Much love to you, big dog. Love you guys, man. God bless.
God bless
The
you.
audacity of a Muslim to say this isn't your country, it belongs to the Indian Americans. The audacity of a Muslim, the biggest colonizers in history. Every single piece of Muslim land is colonized outside of that desert their prophet came from. Got the audacity to say this land doesn't belong to us. It's the native Indians.
Can I
The
say something on
unmitigated
this?
gall.
Go ahead, Sister Grace.
What's up, sis?
How are you? God bless, God bless. I was gonna say, don't underestimate the power of words and using your voice to spread the truth. How many people are leaving because of social media alone? How many people are waking up to the truth just because of social media and the lives like this and videos and people telling their testimonies and all the stories? A lot of people are leaving, a lot. And many of them are not even being vocal about it. They're just being quiet about it because they're afraid of persecution. They're afraid of being disowned by their communities, by their families, right? Like I can't even remember, like there are people that I talk to and then I never see them again. And I wonder if they woke up to the truth and they're just, being quiet online all of a sudden. So don't underestimate the power of your words. Jesus said, don't be proud to suffer for my name's sake.
Yep, absolutely. Look at this. I want to show you guys this because this is a recent
Spread the
video.
truth.
Look at this. Look at this.
Allahu Akbar! Oh no! Fuck you! This is the Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan. Islam will be in every household. Inshallah, the whole world is Muslim. Welcome to Mamdani's New York. You see this city? You see how it looks? Inshallah, your city looks just like this too.
You see?
Yeah. It's all fun and games, but they don't realize they're lighting a fire under people's asses by these videos. Keep them coming, Sneeko. Keep them coming.
The Islamic Republic of New Yorkistan, he said.
Yep.
Yeah, let that be a fire under your asses, all of you. Every one of you listening. Every one of you Christians listening. They ain't coming for hugs and kisses. They're coming to take it.
I think this will eventually wake up the patriots, right?
I hope so.
Wake up, rise up.
Yeah, they will. Just like in England.
You don't mess with the true Americans, bro. You can't.
Look at the British. They push them. They push them.
When
until
enough
they stood
is
up.
enough. Trust me. Enough
Yeah,
is
guys.
enough.
Guys, whoever is not educated on this topic, I need you all to plug in with people that are in the UK right now, and people all over Europe, Ireland, Paris, France. I mean, all these plug in with these influencers over there. They'll show you what's going to be happening here in America in the next 20 years. So, if you think it's not happening, please, I'm telling you, go look it up. UK is almost.
Let me tell you. Scary. Let me tell you about the Gates of Vienna. The Gates of Vienna. If the Christians in Europe would have not defended the Gates of Vienna, all of us would have said Allahu Akbar.
Yes, sir.
You, me, Berlin, all of us. The entire planet would have been Muslim. So that very decisive moment when they pushed them back, when they pushed the Muslims back at the Gates of Vienna, it stopped the Ottoman Empire, right? Else, the whole Europe would have been conquered, which means America would have been Muslim too. So we need to learn from history, brother. Study what Malta, study the Gates of Vienna, guys. Study it and watch what the Christians did. They bled. They, through sweat, tears, and blood, they defended the gates of Europe.
The Gates of Vienna, number 1. Skander Bey in Albania, number 2. Study both of them and look what it required to push them back.
Yep. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what else to say about this. Like, this is just crazy to me, This is actually happening, guys. So, like I said, get educated. You know the problem, honestly, it's sad to me, but nobody's having children.
No, that's a big problem, and that's the only way they're continuing to grow. Forget about all this. Oh, I got 2 shahadas today. I got 3 shahadas today. For every conversion they get, a Muslim is walking out the back door. The statistics are there. They're getting no growth from conversion. Their only growth comes from birth rates. Because while we're having 1, 2 kids, maybe, they're still having 4 and 5 and 6.
Yep. So let me see. We'll let couple people, one or two more people up to see if they got any answers for this, and then
Get your wife pregnant, boys. Knock your wives up, boys. Put her in on
Scary,
your
I
finger.
want you to run this topic that we run together like once a month at least. It's so powerful, bro.
Oh, it is.
There's
it really
no
is.
refutation for it.
Yep. Yeah, no, this is, guys, whoever's not following this on YouTube, make sure you follow on YouTube. This whole episode was crazy. You guys have to learn these sources, memorize them, and teach them yourself. What's up, KL?
What's up, brother?
What you got for us?
Yeah, I'm Greek Christian Orthodox.
Mm-hmm.
And I was listening to the conversation about the Ottoman Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of the Janissaries?
Mm-mm.
Janissaries, yes, of course.
Yeah, so if people want to hear about what these people do, it's the worst, man. So the Janissaries was one of the strongest army force of the Ottoman Empire. And this force was kids, babies that they kidnapped from the Greeks, and trained them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Skandar Bey I was just telling you about. He was kidnapped from his parents by the Ottomans, raised in the Sultan's palace to be a Ottoman Muslim general to go out there and unalive Christians. And he ended up turning on the Sultan. One day he woke up and took 300 of his most loyal men and he defected against the Sultan. They said they pushed the Ottomans back for 25 years. They couldn't pass him to get through to the rest of Europe. They held them up 25 years.
Yeah.
Skandar Bey.
And like Rob was saying, and you, Scary, people have to learn the history, man, because what the Ottomans did was beyond belief. And as far as England, I have a niece. I moved to England for studies, got married there to a British man, and they're leaving because it's so bad what's going on in England, and they're coming back to the States, man. So that's all I wanted to say, brothers. God bless. I'll leave some room for other guests.
God bless you, brother. God bless you. Yeah.
God bless.
You know what? I just checked right now. So my live stream is always streaming to TikTok and YouTube. And today, the YouTube link didn't work. So now it's only on TikTok. So I'm going to have to download it and upload it to YouTube. So
You should, bro. Upload it.
out of all the episodes that could have happened on, huh?
Mr. Scary, can I ask some questions to you here?
Yep. Go for it.
You know, first of all, you guys know me. I'm Christian. Second of all, I have here a hadith, maybe Mr. Rob Christian knows. Bukhari 1339. It talks about angel of death to Moses and etc. Do you guys want me to read
Yeah,
it? Or
he knocked his eye out of his head. Yeah, I know this story.
But doesn't it contradict Quran, which was it 6:6:1?
What is this about, brother?
This is supposedly the angel of death came to Moses and he knocked out his eye. He lost the eye. The angel lost the eye.
Well, what is this? Is this on the topic or is this a different topic?
No, different.
Yeah.
But
It's,
it's funny though. It's very funny.
it's funny.
The angel lost
This
an
is
eye.
what I'm
Bro
saying. This is
wasn't
what I'm
even
talking
trying to
about,
make it
bro. This is the stuff that I keep talking about, brother.
He
Like,
wasn't even trying to make it believable. He said
Look.
dragons and unicorns and flying
Yeah.
donkeys.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna wrap it here, guys. I'm gonna wrap it here. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Berlin. I appreciate you.
My
Rob,
brother.
as always, thank you.
Bless you, man. This was educational, guys. God bless all of you. Thank you, brother Scary, and please, like I said, bro, we need to bring up these topics. This is, oh man,
It's crazy. So, guys, I'm gonna be uploading this video. Unfortunately, the live version didn't make it to YouTube this time for some weird reason. But I'm gonna download it from TikTok and I'll be posting it on YouTube. So make sure you guys follow the YouTube channel right here, Scary Hours Podcast on YouTube. So today, guys, I mean, if it's not abundantly clear, right? All the accusations that we saw today, everyone was making these accusations for Muhammad because it was true. I mean, what the Muslims recorded about Muhammad themselves was already embarrassing enough. The people wanted to know, like, hey, okay, are you a true prophet like you said you are? You say you come confirming the previous scriptures? They were testing him in real time, and Muhammad couldn't come up with the answers. And he was giving cope answers like, you know, Muhammad, I didn't get the answer because I forgot to say inshallah in my prayer. This is the same type of nonsense we're hearing from Muslims in 2026. Aren't these the same waffles that they give us right now? So, guys, I hope you guys see it's very clear. Muhammad was just making stuff up. He was buying himself time when he couldn't make up nonsense, and he was going to Christian and Jewish sources. And this is where he was getting his information. There's no conscious editing going on, right? Right word? There's no conscious editing, right? Muhammad didn't know what he was talking about. Right, brother?
Remember, wash your ass with water and soap and brush your teeth with flock.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you got Muhammad washing himself in Buddha menstruation water. Anyway, so that's going to do it for us today, guys. I really hope you guys took some notes. I will be uploading this episode later today, so if you guys want to rewatch it, go to, like I said, go to the YouTube. But that's going to do it for us today, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.